Welcome to the Energizer Power Up Pre-Show. I'm James Bott, joined by Sizz. And Sizz, this is the final split of the season we're about to kick off.
Yes, sir. What's up, James? It's good to see you. How you doing? It's been a while.
I know. I feel like it has been forever, honestly. I saw, the video that you just released, that interview with Garrett. Very classy, very lovely content. I was like finally getting my little taste of Sizz since I hadn't talked to you in so long. But it's really good to see you, man. And I'm actually really excited for today. Today is a big day.
Oh, yeah. It's the first time NRG's been playing in a while. We have Dignitas, too. First matchup as well, so that'll be a good match to see. I think probably a good warm-up for the team to start off with compared to the other two teams we're playing today.
Well, I mean, a good warm-up. This is a Dignitas team that went to the major. And
yeah.
Also, this format is so unforgiving, this split. Let's go ahead and talk about the format that will be happening for the rest of the spring split. This is double elimination. I mean, in the past, we've had, Swiss stages and, multiple groups where you can lose and still make it out. The fact that this is double elimination is so difficult, Sizz, because you get a bad matchup in the upper bracket, and if you get a bad matchup in the lower bracket, you're just done. Like, there's a lot of uncertainty, and I would say a little bit of luck when it comes to double elimination brackets.
Yeah, so honestly, you know more about this current format than me because I haven't been paying attention. Is it similar to so last season we did it was like Swiss, so now it's just every single team or every group with 4 people is put into a double elim bracket to make it out into the playoffs?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's brutal because if you watch the previous splits, there will be a Swiss and then there was groups.
Yes.
So yeah. Swiss is the most forgiving, I would say, because you can lose those 2 series. You're also playing against people who have the same record. Groups is a little bit more challenging, I guess, than Swiss. Maybe you could say it's about the same, but with double elimination, you know, there's a chance that a really good team loses and goes down into the lower bracket, and you hit them after playing someone else who's insane. So you could lose to 2 top teams and just be done. Whereas with the, you know, the other splits, a lot of times you're not playing the craziest of competitions. So there will have to be a little bit of luck. But you look at the bracket, you can go to Wikipedia, wherever you want, and check out the bracket. You know, this is an okay first round matchup. I wouldn't say it's a great one. Dignitas, a team that went to the major, but then right after, if let's say NRG wins, you're playing either Gen.G or Furia, who have both been scorching hot as of late.
Yeah, Furia too. I've heard from some North American players that Furia has been looking really good in scrims. I've actually heard the opposite about Gen.G as of late for scrims, which is weird. Because Gen.G, you expect the opposite. You used to be like a Gen.G just to roll everyone in scrims. So I've heard 2 opposite things about the 2 teams we're playing today. So it'll be fun to see how we're gonna do against them.
Yeah, and honestly, all those rumors won't mean much. It's RLCS
totally
that determines, you know, how these teams play. So I just can never count out Gen.G, see what they do. But let's go ahead and take a look at the money that everybody is playing for this event. This is big cash, but also I would say more importantly, big points. So $30,000 for first place, $20,000 for second, $10,000 for third, $8,000 for fourth. But like I was mentioning, you got to take a look at those points. And let's go ahead and just take a look at the world's picture. Obviously, spring split. Nobody has any spring split points yet. But right now, all eyes on the major. And Sizz, if you're looking at the format, or if you understand the format, it can be a little bit complicated for Worlds, but essentially the top 8 region slots go to groups. There's region slots that get dedicated. Right now, NA has 4 region slots. They are very close to getting bumped out, but if NA can keep those 4 region slots in the top 8, that means 7 North American teams will go to the World Championship, and NRG is close to Dignitas in 8th.
Yeah, 10 points off. We're really close. That means this match versus Dig is actually super important because every win against them will matter.
Yes, that's you're exactly right. I mean, hopefully NA can keep that NA 4 seed in the top 8, and if so, Dignitas has a target on their back. But also Space Station has been, you know, they've been struggling, or well, I wouldn't say they're struggling yet, but they've had a big shift. They lost Daniel. So really, Space Station and Dignitas are the 2 teams that you're really looking at. But Dignitas is the target. If you're an NRG fan, Dignitas is the team with the target on their back. And so it's fitting that is this first round matchup. All right, well, Sizz, we've got to wait and see how that series pans out. But I'm actually pretty excited. I had the chance to check out some of this new content that's been getting made. That's been a look behind the scenes, interviewing Garrett, Squishy, Justin, just talking about the challenges of this season and where their mind's at looking forward. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have.
Obviously, results-wise, you know, lately has not been great, but I don't think my goals as a player have really changed. You know, sometimes the outcomes change, but I mean, winning season 8, it made me want to do it again. So, you know, my goals never changed, but no, my love for the game is the same as it was back then.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's crown our champion. And it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Teleports it there. Bounces into the corner. NRG still around. Justin is there for the shot. Justin! This is Rocket League!
Hitting the shot was, you know, I'm obviously grateful for it, but sometimes I feel like I'm only known for that goal and not for what for other things that I've done.
This guy is a legend.
That Justin goal, I can't forget it. It's literally etched in my brain. There's nothing I can do about it.
The single most spectacular moment of clutch our scene has ever witnessed.
When we lost, I was disappointed, obviously, but I wasn't really sad about the loss because it was my first event. But I know both my teammates did because obviously they've been to previous seasons before.
Definitely an anticlimactic ending after like the best moment ever, but yeah, I felt terrible. I mean, when that 0-second goal happened, I was in my head, it felt like it was meant to be that season, and then, you know, it's just like a giant letdown. But yeah, it kind of motivated me to keep it going, to be honest.
GarrettG clears line. Justin! NRG do what they could not do before!
Sometimes I forget with everything going on the past couple of years that we did that.
I'm kind of sad looking back on it. I was happy that I won it with both Turbo and Garrett, and I think Garrett really deserved it.
I was pretty scared, not of just the loss, just having to go through the same moment twice. Like that definitely would have been history in a bad way, but then it just, it worked out. So, every now and then I'll watch it back just to remind myself of how far we've came.
Cloud9! They are about to do the unthinkable! They've done it! Cloud9 dethrones the kings of Rocket League!
You can't tell how truly happy we were. I mean, you can, but you can't really tell. I remember before the finals I said this might be the only time we ever make the finals. It's very hard to do this, and if that is the case, then let's make sure we leave it all out there.
I mean, this upcoming split is the last chance of the season.
We definitely still want to compete at Worlds together. We want to win a Worlds together.
I've accepted the fact that it's going to be hard, and I want to be there with this group, Squishy and Justin. It would mean a lot to me if we were able to turn it around and prove everyone wrong.
I think we're very confident going into this, and I don't care if they believe anymore. Honest answer, I don't care if they believe anymore, because I believe in it, and team believes in it, and that's all that matters. Because honestly, the fans, the people that truly support us, I appreciate, but the fans, I don't care if those aren't fans. If they don't believe, they aren't fans.
And NRG fam, I know that we believe in this team. Sis, it's so interesting getting to hear from the players themselves without having to speculate. It's their words, how they feel about how this year has gone and how they feel about this season moving ahead.
Yeah, it's a good documentary to see, because I'm like, a lot of these players don't like being recorded or like having moments like this recorded, especially when they're under, they're not really under pressure from the fans, but for themselves. But when they get older and they look back on these moments and they see all this footage about them, they're gonna be happy that they recorded all this, and it's good for the fans to see, and it's good for the players to see in the future.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I just was left wanting more. That was like 3.5, 4 minutes of pure gold. And I'm sitting there just, please give me the full-length series. I'll watch this all day. I'll binge watch it. But, Sis, we actually have this first matchup of the day coming up, Dignitas and NRG. But before we get into it, we've got to show you a little bit of NRG Rocket League YouTube content. We've got Find the SSL with Sis, Musty Leth, and 5 randoms. All right, never mind. We don't. I guess I just heard from Gubber that we're too close to the match. So if you want to see that video, the one that I introed so beautifully, you'll have to go to the NRG Rocket League YouTube channel and check it out yourself. And Sis, you were in this video, so maybe you can just tell us what it was about.
Basically, 3 absolute genius Rocket League players completely cracked the code of which of the 5 mysterious players is the SSL. But since you have an absolute giga brain like me on the roster, able to decide who the SSL was, it was no challenge. You know what I'm saying, James?
Oh, I have no doubt in your ability, Sis. I've seen you do too many things too well to doubt you in almost anything. And that is true. But let's go ahead and shift our focus a little bit and start talking specifics about this matchup with Dignitas. So Dignitas is kind of an interesting team, I think, in the fact that, they've had a bunch of different rosters, even looking back to the Season 5 Dignitas team that won the World Championship. And, just thinking about the history of Dignitas, this is such a different team. This is Andy, Drees, and Evo. And Evo was the ones player, a ones main who had a little bit of struggles in his first bout with X set, but has found his place with Dignitas. And Drees is a player who's gone to I think 3 different majors as on 3 different teams. So Drees is a very capable player, and Andy's a bubble player who broke through the bubble this last split. Finally got some amazing results, made it to the major. They didn't have the best major performance, but they are still a very good team, Sis.
Yeah, they didn't do that well at the major for sure, but I've said this before. I have the utmost respect for Drees as a player because he is indeed a West player, which means instantaneously his respect levels have soared through the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Dude?
why does our screen say Dignitas is 3-0? Why does it say that?
What is
Who is working this thing in the background? This
We
is
have someone
unacceptable.
writing the script in the background.
Oh
man.
my goodness, Gummer, get that fixed. At least if we're gonna mess it up, let's put NRG 3-0. Okay, come on.
That's shameless. That's
There's
shameless,
no
man.
way. There's no. There we go. At least
Gummer's
it got fixed
money
quick.
on the game. Gummer's got money on the game.
Yeah, I guess he does. But Sizz, the players mentioned it a little bit in the video. You know, there's been a lot of chatter around this team, NRG specifically. There's been a lot of chatter and a lot of doubters and a lot of haters. And even just looking back at the journey so far this year and this season, you know, it's been a bit of disappointment, but it hasn't been what I would say failure. You know, they came so close. NA is a different region with all of these transfers. We basically have 3 top teams from other regions in the mix now. And in the fall split, NRG finished 6th, just outside the top 5, and then finished 8th in the winter split. And going into the final regional event of the winter split, had a chance to make the majors. So NRG has been very close, and they've had some really close series with some great teams. It's just about getting a little bit lucky and coming through when it's all on the line. And I think it's safe to say now, Sizz, that with this split, it is all on the line right now when you're looking at Worlds.
It's totally doable to make Worlds for NRG. I mean, even last split when we were casting, I mean, they got reverse swept like twice to like fall back into 8th place. Like they could have been at the last major if they just played a little bit better. So, I mean, it's possible for sure. Like it's not an unrealistic scenario where they make Worlds. Dignitas is only 10 points ahead. They were really close. I think they got reversed up by SSG and Complexity. It was one other team.
Yeah, and then had a really close series with version 1 as well. I feel like it's just been, and it's like you look at the NRG series, and it's not like they're being outclassed. It's just, you know, it's they can hang with these teams, they can beat these teams. They just need to find that extra little bit of magic that's going to make the difference.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, it's I think today will be a good first visual for us to see how the team will do this split. I mean, it could change by the next regional, but I mean, I believe in the boys. I think they'll do well, and I think Dignitas might be the best matchup they have right away, because to take out the team that is 10 points ahead of you at the start will be really good for them. Like that, you want these matchups that would put you up ahead of them. You need these matchups.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like controlling your own destiny in a sense. Yeah. You have to prove yourself against this team specifically. Yeah. So the fact that you can draw them, you're not sitting there watching like hoping, oh, I hope, Space Station takes down Dignitas or whatever so they don't go deep. You can actually be the difference here. And this could be a series, and I'm not even kidding. This could be a series where you look back on, and this was the series that helped propel NRG to the World Championship. They have to get this win. So although we are early on Friday, this series has so much meaning, especially when you're looking at this final opportunity for NRG to make those Worlds push. And now, Sizz, as we are about to get into the game, when you see NRG playing their best, what is one of the biggest indicators in your opinion?
I actually was talking to Garrett about this prior to the unsolicited interview. But like, it's basically NRG, I always felt, especially last split when I was noticing, is like their biggest issue is they I guess we are getting into the game soon, actually.
Well, we'll get into the game, but Sizz, I'm not letting you off the hook. We're going to have to hear about it, but we've got game 1, match 1 of the day, Dignitas versus NRG coming up. Sizz, so you were saying when NRG is playing well, what is the biggest indicator?
Yeah, to me, I always felt that NRG is playing well when they are not like forcing clears. Like if they can control the pace of the ball, they can look for their teammates around the field, they can make sure that they're the ones that control the passing, they're the ones that control the pace of the game in the 50s, they'll do well. But if they're just booming the clears and they're not having any sort of control toward each other, I think it'll be really rough for them. But Garrett was telling me they've been working on a lot of stuff and they feel really confident. So I'm glad, I'm happy for the team, and I think they can do really well, especially against a team that you want to play against.
All right, well, this is such a meaningful game, such an important game. We'll see how that pressure comes into play with NRG. Justin lets that through. He's rocking a plaid fennec. I saw somebody in his chat say he's driving a picnic blanket. Oh, and that shot from Drees, it goes out to a pass to Evo. This was a really nice play from Drees.
That's a tough one. Justin was in net, waiting for the double. He thought Drees had the shot. He jumps forward early, predicting the top right shot. It goes wide, and Evo just gets the free net.
So that is a tough start. Drees, I mean, if you're Justin, you have to defend that shot because Drees can hit that. So Dignitas out to an early lead. Dignitas, team that did round out the NA teams on that major. Oh, and there's a chance now. Squishy doesn't have enough boost to get to the double. It was cleared off the backboard anyway, and now an open net on the counterattack, and Drees will score it.
This is a weird scenario. I mean, Squishy has a great chance to shoot here. Someone should be back. It looks like it was Garrett overcommitting for the mid boost a little bit too hard there. Maybe he assumed Justin was behind him, but a weird start for NRG, but they can bounce back from this. They just hit the lock in a little bit here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and look at that pass from Evo. That was such a huge pass. I mean, Squishy had done well to fake that and let that ball through, and, you know, the quick attack opportunity for NRG was there, but Evo, man, what a pass. So Dignitas, 2 quick goals, 2 early goals. NRG now have to bounce back. Justin, some speed out of boost, and will bounce out to the middle. Didn't get hit from Drees, but Drees was able to get the follow-up save. First touch from Justin's a beauty. Justin taking it back down to the ground, slowing down the play, low 50, and almost scores it. That was such a good idea, but it was just off.
Yeah, that was a beautiful attempt from Justin. He kept it really close to his car, but oh my, in a pinch out of nowhere from Drees here.
Oh, man, and that is a really tough start to game one.
Oh, man.
Garrett getting dunked on, that one going bar down and in. The 50 on the goal line from Justin, just missing. I mean, this has been a pretty rough start.
Yeah, that was, Garrett was trying to take a 50 just to keep it close and maybe push into the midfield, but it just hits the bad part of his car, just pinches straight into the net. I mean, that's so unfortunate.
Garrett, pick up that boost. NRG not out of it yet. I mean, we still have over half the game left, but we will need to see a goal pretty quickly. Evo, the tip, Squishy, air dribble, out of boost. All he'll be able to do is hold that up for Garrett. Garrett punched it at net. Garrett now back towards net. Justin backwards. We'll try to lob at Andy with a booming clear. Squishy just going to leave it. Double tap off the wall for Drees. Drees gets demoed out of the air, but Evo will take the space. Air dribble. Garrett got the bump, which forced Evo back into the ball and hit it high. Now back up high. Justin will go for the 50. Actually went for the bump on Evo. Gave up possession. Drees now in a 2v1. Squishy able to get that save. And Garrett, boom, downfield. NRG still looking for their first goal. Right now, it's been all Dignitas. There's a 50. Drees getting it out of the way. Now Garrett back up to Squishy. Squishy pulling the trigger quickly. Can't get the bump on Evo. Drees with the dodge. Drees just trying to burn some time, going for the pinch, but Garrett cuts it off. Now to the middle. Panic from Dignitas. 2 go. Wrapping around. Nobody from NRG there. Hits off the post. Rebound is going to hit off the backboard. NRG with some excellent pressure. Still not able to convert.
Okay, Garrett recovered really well there, actually, to keep that ball in and almost secured the goal all by himself. It was really close. He just needed to get it a little bit off the inside of the post, but it goes out wide instead.
Andy trying to control it. It's a high lob to the corner. Garrett up against Drees. Now out to the middle. Garrett will stay in the play. Back pass from Drees to Evo. Evo only has 12 boosts. This will be a bit awkward. Evo just trying to fake, and Drees comes in to help. Good comms there from Dignitas. Garrett can't get the touch. and didn't have his flip, so had to get some support there, and Squishy was able. Well, Garrett in the middle waiting, and there's the shot from Justin. Justin tried to split the defense. Off the ceiling pass, Evo has it red. Squishy, last one back, doesn't make contact, will get the boost. Drees trying to weave his way around NRG's defense. Now Squishy solo play, getting blocked out by Evo. NRG just trying to prevent the shutout at this point. Drees going for a double. Recognized Garrett was going to have it, went for the dunk instead. Now Drees trying to bump him. Squishy to Justin. Justin! There's a demo through the smoke and it misses! NRG not able to score despite multiple chances.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best overall game to judge the team off this. I mean, they started off not hot. Like, it was just like, it seemed like they were kind of warming into the series. Caught off guard a little bit. They were over-rotating just slightly, and they had a lot of chances, actually. I mean, they could have almost brought this game back. It was super close. So, I mean, they shouldn't be too worried. I think they could totally bring this back. They just keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure to clean up the defensive mistakes. And that's it.
Yep. And also, I mean, it was a little bit challenging on a couple plays. There was I think both scoring opportunities for NRG got turned around and they got scored on the counterattack. There was the one where Squishy, faked the ball through, went up on the wall to try to get a quick counterattack, hit it off the backboard, and Evo got a perfect pass upfield, and Dignitas scored on the counter. And then there was the play where Justin took the ball down, got it into a dribble. They tried to lead block it, go for the bump, go for the demo to clear off the goal line, and that was so close to scoring. And then quickly after that, NRG got scored on as well. So there were some good looks from NRG. They just were not able to convert. But I agree with you, Sis. Can't really judge the team just yet based on that first game, especially this is in gamer hour terms. We are still bright and early in the morning, so all the players just need to wake up.
Yeah, and I mean, I think NRG will be fine. I mean, Garrett looked pretty good with his recoveries. He was doing well. He had a couple chances where he almost solo played it. Squishy seemed like they're doing something where, like, I think Squishy's on defense most of the time or some sort of play style like that. And they're kind of letting Garrett and Justin work. But overall, the team just needs to make sure their rotations are smooth, and I think they'll do fine.
We'll see how NRG bounces back. A very critical game here. This is a best of 5. Not much room for error. Andy with a pass up. Evo challenging Justin. Justin trying to poke it around Drees. Drees will stay in the play. Over. Evo with some space. Just going to boom it hard. Justin gets a tip, and we'll take it back to the corner. Justin, lovely play to get around one and gets a piece of another. NRG fighting for possession. A great save from Squishy off the backboard, but no one's in net, and that's going to be a shot and a goal from Andy.
It's the pressure from I mean, they're just hitting it back and forth across the field at max pace. They're not giving NRG time to get boosts, and if the issue is if you're on defense and you're also hitting it back and forth off the sidewall to try to get it cleared, the other team's doing the same thing. You're not going to be able to clear it because they're just waiting for you, saving their boost while they're taking the mid boost. You're eventually just going to get stuck like that, and it'll end up resulting in a goal.
Yeah, so even though Squishy was able to get that first save, you got to have someone back, but when you have no boost, it makes it difficult. There's a pass. Lovely pass to Squishy, but Squishy nails it high. And the attack's going to fizzle out. It looked like Squishy may have been able to rear back and put that one on target, but it was a hard pass. Andy into the air. Drops it back down. Evo, the double tap, and that doesn't go in, but it's an open net now for Drees.
Didn't really see what happened here. Garrett got beat out. I think Justin probably should have just not went. I mean, Evo realistically doesn't really have a shot there. He needs to probably be a little bit more patient. Just let Evo touch it off the back wall and counter with an actual play. Because if you just let the ball hit the back wall, your teammate can now cheat up and get set up for a play instead of you just having to clear it out to no one. You'll probably get countered back by a defender regardless.
And that was another mistake there, another challenging play from NRG that results in a Dignitas goal. Dignitas have been able to hold NRG scoreless as well. Squishy trying to fight off Andy. There's a pop-up. Evo jumps but doesn't make contact. Justin will take it back down to the ground, but he gets bumped off the ball by Evo. Garrett with the 50 with Andy. Goes over to Drees. Drees wall pass. Garrett expected it. Now Garrett to the wall. Dribbles it past Andy, and that's a high hit off the ceiling. Justin going for a backboard hit. And now Drees landing on the ball in the corner. Panic now for Dignitas. Scoring chance for NRG. Garrett denied by Andy. Rebound. Justin trying to control it. On the dribble. Now off the ceiling. Drees misses. Squishy down to Garrett. Garrett, that shot blocked. And now Justin's going to have to keep this ball in the half. Justin, first touch, he's controlling it. Shoots it. Will be wide, but it's hit to the corner by Andy anyway. Prolonged pressure here for NRG.
Yeah, the pressure's been building. NRG needs to make a play here. They need to look for demos. They need some physicality in the play right now. Dignitas is really comfortable just sitting in net, and they're not having an issue right now. NRG shots aren't powerful enough, and there's no pressure with the bumps, so Dignitas is happy to sit there on defense and just wait for you to hit into them.
Now on defense, NRG. Back pass from Drees to Andy. Andy will take it into the air. There's a pinch off the sidewall. Squishy trying to go to the corner, but Evo will collect it nicely. Great first touch, and now flip reset, delayed pass. Drees going low. Now Drees still on it, the flick up, almost over Justin, but Justin gets the tip. Squishy to Garrett. Garrett blocked out by Evo. Bounce back to the middle. Justin thought it was going to go up. And a nice bump to get Andy off the ball. Squishy up in the air quickly.
Beautiful
Squishy,
shot.
was this a pre-jump?
It might have been. It seems like he just had full faith in the Justin touch. It wasn't a pre-jump, but it was a great shot
just
nonetheless.
Still great.
Yeah.
Perfectly read.
I would love to see a little bit more, less telegraphed plays from NRG. It seems like Dignitas isn't really having trouble reading these midfield passes, and if they're going to sit in net, they're totally fine with it. So some more just mixed up from NRG would be really nice to see.
And we need to see more goals as well. Dignitas, they won game one. NRG, to prevent having to reverse sweep. Oh, the net was open, but Justin was out of boost. The rebound.
Garrett.
Oh, my sweet goodness. Thank you for letting this go in.
Oh, my God. Off the inside post, Garrett flips and just lands on it. And now we're back in it just like that in the span of 10 seconds. 2 goals from NRG, and we're tied up with a minute left in the game.
Oh, my. That was calculated.
Oh, and another one.
Oh, and that one's going to be saved off the goal line from Evo. NRG need to collect themselves. Evo taking it downfield, trying to solo play. Flip reset to the backboard. Squishy, big boom. And that's going to get over Drees' head. Andy over to Evo. Evo, the back pass. And now a delayed shot. Dignitas trying to show multiple looks. Now off the ceiling. Chance for Justin. Justin going low. And Andy stealing that boost. Well defended by Dignitas. Good play from Garrett. Evo, high hit. Squishy will pass it backwards. A bit awkward here for NRG. Garrett now has to line up against Drees, who opts for the corner boost steal. Garrett the 50. NRG gonna have to work to get out of their half. Evo getting bumped off the ball from Justin. That gives Squishy some area to work with. Squishy back down to the ground. Andy getting a hit. Justin, the flick. Justin can't get the follow-up touch. Back to the middle. Or Drees is trying to keep this ball out. Good hit from Squishy downfield. Last chance for NRG. There's the shot. And the double's going to be blocked. So here we go. We've got the Energizer still going overtime. There's the shot. That's going to be a save. Out of the gate, Dignitas putting on some pressure. Andy, the tip up. Slowed down by Justin. Justin taking it downfield. Andy got the mid boost, but Justin's still going. Andy taking time. Garrett, weak shot. This could be dangerous. Drees will put it up high, but we see Justin getting up early. Flip reset from Justin. Can't get the double. And now Squishy's last back. Squishy staying in the play. Infield pass. Justin with the pre-jump. And NRG win in overtime.
That was
filthy.
Oh, what a beautiful pass from Squishy. Squishy tells Justin, you get up in the air right now, right this moment. Justin with a beautiful pre-jump, slots it top left. No way for Dignitas to react. They gave no room for error right there.
Oh, baby. You know what? It reminds me of what Squishy said in that video. He said, I don't care. I don't care what anyone believes because I believe. And
yeah,
you know who else
care,
believes?
James.
Justin believes. Justin pre-jumping that infield pass was miraculous. That was so clutch.
That was
amazing.
a beautiful play. And I was just thinking, like, I wish NRG was being more proactive. And as I'm thinking it, they just come out with that play, just controlling the pace of that ball, making sure to leave no room for Dignitas to even get a chance to save that shot.
Yeah, that shot was unblockable. When you execute that play, it's unblockable. Not only the pre-jump to get there so fast, but the placement from Justin's shot. So now, things getting interesting. Dignitas, the team with the target on their back for NRG to leapfrog them 2 worlds. They now trade games. NRG losing game 1, but winning game 2 in a fantastic fashion. We'll see what game 3 has in store. Evo, light shot towards net. Easy clear out for Garrett, who gets boosted up at the midfield. Uh-oh, Evo, the double tap. Doesn't make contact, and then a psycho shot.
My
wow, I wish I could have got a different angle on it. That was crazy.
That could have been ridiculous.
Imagine.
That would have been a highlight, absolute highlight play if that went in.
NRG showing new life. Squishy threatening the double tap, but there's a demo. Drees trying to go for another bump on Garrett. Garrett up early, but a confusion. Squishy and Garrett both go. Last is Justin, and Justin does enough to buy some time for NRG to get back into position. Justin, huge boom. Evo trying to control it out of the air. Little touch. Off the backboard. Justin got faked out, but Garrett there to help. Not enough boost for Drees to get around that ball, thankfully. Huge block. Justin. I couldn't tell. It looked like Justin might have been able to get that mid boost. Squishy breaking up the play. Doesn't want to let Drees have free reign. Garrett bumped from Drees, but a pre-flip, or speed flip rather, from Garrett will get him back to the ball. Drees walking off that one. Squishy off the ceiling was perhaps going for that ground pinch.
I looked like he was faking for the midfield to come up and take that shot. It was actually a pretty good play, but read out really quickly from Dignitas. They're not leaving any room for that. They're aware of all the plays.
Drees, flip reset. Trying to get the ball to Andy, who is waiting, but no go. Justin still on the play. Hard pass across field to Garrett. Garrett, light shot down. Evo getting bumped out to the midfield. Squishy trying to control it quickly. The 50 back into a dangerous spot. Drees air dribbling it. Looks like he got a low altitude flip reset as well. Now Squishy to the backboard. Evo doesn't make contact on his follow-up. Justin with control. Faking it down, going for the pass out, gets the bump. Garrett, the shot.
Beautiful.
Garrett converts.
And Justin set that whole play up, goes low with it, pops it up, gets the bump on Drees on the back while Justin set up everything there. All Garrett had to do was just hit it into the net, place it nice, and that's what he did. And it was a perfect play executed from NRG.
Oh, and that is doing work. So much effort from Justin. NRG have the lead. We're just going to try to hold on to it now. A bit of a team bump there from Dignitas. Garrett running on some small pads. Andy still could touch it. This is really awkward. Low boost for Squishy on the backboard. Will have to make the play. Gets a little tip. You can see how challenging it is for Squishy to work on zero boost, but Justin will dribble it out. Does get dunked on by Andy. The ball back in NRG's half as we hit this 2-minute mark, but another team bump from Dignitas. They're running into each other.
And Dignitas is playing so fast, trying to make sure NRG can't have any moments to breathe, that they're getting in their own ways, and this game is just turning into a slugfest, James. Everyone's bumping each other on both teams, team bumps or not.
It's pretty brutal out there. You're going to have to go to the auto body shop after this one to get all the dents out, that's for sure. But I don't know if insurance would cover team bumps, so Dignitas might be out of luck. We'll see. Justin. Will keep the ball downfield. Trying to pass it over to Garrett. Does get the demo. Garrett trying to wrap it around quickly, but Evo was in position. Garrett dodging the bump. You could tell he knew Evo was coming. Awkward ball. Evo going for the double, but Garrett was there. Now ground pinch. No, doesn't need to. Squishy was there to help out. Now hit right back down. A miss from Andy. Little tap towards net. Panic on the goal line for Dignitas, but Dignitas escaped. Now a chance on the counter, and Garrett will break it up. Hit off the sidewall hard. Now into the middle. Evo will turn on it. Has support. Andy shot. It's blocked. Squishy, how did you save that ball?
Unreal save from Squishy, falling off the back wall, just predicts it perfectly. I mean, he can get a shot that anywhere. He instantly predicts the spot where he's going to shoot it. Great defensive mentality from Squishy to read where that play's going to go.
Oh my goodness, but now another shot, and that's saved by Garrett. NRG getting goal line stops, but how much can this defense handle?
And NRG just getting bumped nonstop too, James. It's getting really difficult. They need to find a way to slow down the ball here.
Final 10 seconds. One more goal would certainly end it. There's a bump. Evo tipping it up high, gets it over. Oh, Squishy will have to get a stop. Andy with the side flip. The bump doesn't land. Justin will get to it, hit it down to the ground, and we've got back-to-back wins for NRG.
Yes, sir. Good game from NRG. The first goal was a great one. They made it. Justin executed it perfectly. Well-deserved goal. And the defense from NRG, I mean, two, I thought was going to be guaranteed goals for Dignitas, and both are saved out from NRG. Absolutely icy on the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, Squishy only had one save that game, but I don't even know if it honestly even gave him the save on that shot. But that was such a crazy save. It was wild. I mean, he had to predict exactly where that shot was going. He was waiting at that crossbar and was able to keep it out. And then Garrett made a huge save off the goal line as well. So, man, that was entertaining, sis.
Yeah, NRG's defense looking good. I mean, the worst thing really of that game is you don't want to be the one getting shots at your net. Like, you want to be the one, if they're gonna take shots at your net, you at least want to be able to stall and clear it out. That was the only thing I was worried about. Is NRG was struggling with the bumps from Dignitas, and right off the bat, Dignitas bumps again immediately. Yep. And they're playing really aggressive, not leaving any room for NRG to be able to read the plays. So NRG reacting pretty decently from what we have so far. Drees, oh my God, almost peaks on the top left corner of the net.
These saves that NRG is making. But I think one area of criticism that people had about the team was their ability to close things out. So this is another opportunity to close things out against Dignitas, but Dignitas will get the first goal of Game 4.
It seems like Squishy was trying to bait this here, but there was no one behind him, so he technically was last man. Justin probably called that he was behind him, but he wasn't there in time, so probably best play was Squishy to challenge early there.
The Dignitas score early, but we've seen NRG be able to come back. Drees, floating shot across the box. And now Justin to the sidewall. Evo, first touch control. Justin with a nice stop. We'll get back to the ball. Couldn't make the play on it. Drees, the ground pinch, little tapper. And somehow that worked. You can see him get back to the ball just in time to get that second hit.
I don't think Garrett got bumped here, right? Oh, I guess she was afraid. Yeah, he would have gotten bumped if he went straight up. That's really hard.
Yeah, that is a little unlucky. That is a tough play to read, honestly.
It was a good play from Drees to immediately think of the bump there.
Just trying to make it awkward. And then, you don't really expect that to happen. Garrett just trying to stay behind the ball. Will turn and get the mid boost. Justin clearing it cross field. Has to go all the way back. Looked like Squishy might have grabbed that mid boost, and now Garrett is able to back up, but gets read by Evo. Evo's second effort on the ball, flip reset. Now backward pass. Drees is the last one back. This is a wide open net, and Garrett will walk it in.
I mean, this is just pure speed from NRG. I think this was Justin or Squishy dusting the defender. I mean, pure dusting. That's nothing but just Like, you got to get on his level type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just way too much space.
Speed dust. That was delicious. Squishy so fast. And now on kickoff, we've got a bit of awkward play here. Justin just trying to stay behind the ball to slow things down. Out of boost. Andy shut down quickly. Garrett challenging Evo. Drees also in support with Evo. Good speed again from Squishy. And it's back to the midfield. Garrett, first touch in the air, goes for the low 50. Andy will clear it out. Justin already up. Justin will go back down to the ground, look for the challenge, and now Squishy high off the backboard. It does bounce, but Evo will get a high tip. Now Drees, flip reset from Drees. And you saw, I think it was Squishy missed that mid boost. It's going to make things a bit more awkward for NRG as they try to get this clear out. Infield pass stopped by Justin. Justin getting that 50 that died right away.
And that was a great low 50, actually, because he was able to save all of his boost and kill the ball for the pace control immediately for NRG.
And that buys those precious seconds to get more boost. Squishy off the wall, up to Garrett. Garrett, he did get the tip, but Evo was there to get in front of the shot right away. Justin, air dribble. Flip reset from Justin. Going for the bump as well. The dunk! It goes in! Garrett ties it up!
Garrett with a great read there. Knows he can't get the shot. It's going to get blocked regardless. Decides to flip it to his bottom of his car. Gets it low and bounces it into the top left corner of the net. It's a beautiful play from Garrett. Super simple. Extremely textbook play, but it was a great play nonetheless.
Oh, yeah. And also Justin, key. He has been the catalyst in these plays as well for NRG. Garrett having to bump or dodge the aggression. Justin. That one bounced straight up. Justin challenged by Drees. Squishy. Well-timed boom. It's a lot of power on it. Redirect from Justin just off. And you saw the follow-up from Squishy was there, but not in time. Drees is trying to be clever. Trying to be unpredictable, but NRG able to stop that attack. NRG tying things up late. Now a demo from Andy. This is a very scary opportunity. Rebound out, and that's going to miss as well. NRG thanking their lucky stars that Dignitas didn't score on that play.
Yeah, off the post, super, super close to NRG. I mean, that was as scary as it gets for them so far this whole game.
That was spooky. Evo will lay off the ball. Andy looking for Drees. Shut down by Justin. Squishy going to be in a race to the ball. Squishy will tip it up. Now Drees trying to slow play. Garrett having none of it. Great speed from Justin. Back out to the middle. Squishy dodging bump attempts will pull the shot. But Evo there to stop it. Garrett towards the backboard. Andy preventing the double. Squishy will keep the ball in but gets demoed. And now Justin has it bounce over his head. Garrett with a lovely 50 can get back to the ball. Ground pinch attempt and it's cleared wide. Oh, Evo was trying to go for the air bump. Squishy navigated around it. Garrett with some space. Will lob it up and test the defense. A pass across the box. Squishy off the corner. Where's Justin? Well, doesn't matter because it's cleared out by Dignitas. Justin all the way back now in the corner. Dodges the bump. Gets blocked by Drees. Drees trying to pass it to the middle, but the pass is no good. That shot blocked by Evo. Still numbers advantage for NRG. Garrett to the middle. A block up. Squishy in the air. Will get denied. And we have another overtime. The Energizer still going over overtime. Could be the chance for NRG to win this series. Drees. Side flips around one. Operating on low boost. Now cleared hard back. Evo. Awkward ball. You can see him going in reverse. Now gets 50. Andy. Trying to find Drees. But Justin cuts it off. Pass up to Garrett. Garrett. The flip reset. Now Drees off to the side, but a miss. Squishy missing on that ball. This is going to make things tough for Justin. Does get the boost spawn right underneath him. Justin to the air. Shut down by Andy. Squishy. Back pass. Oh, this is a little dangerous. Now off the backboard, nobody from Dignitas there, but still NRG had no one to go. There's a demo. NRG struggling right now. Dree's trying to get this ball back into the middle. Well, the demo had opened up a slight window. NRG still trying to get their feet back under him.
Yeah, and honestly, that was a scary play from Dignitas. Instead of just shooting at the net to let NRG get a free clear, they slowed it down and opted for bumps instead. You could see the mentality Dignitas has when they're on offense. They are always looking to play really aggressive and physical.
It's been challenging to dodge all these bumps and demos, but so far NRG's been doing okay. NRG on the attack now. Justin getting many touches on the ball, trying to get in the way again. Squishy, first touch control, low 50, back to the corner. Squishy back pass to Garrett. Garrett down to the ground. See Garrett back flipping. Now Justin with the challenge. This is going to bounce up hard off the ceiling. Andy will be there. Panic clear out. Right to Squishy. And now pinch off the ceiling. Garrett up to Squishy. It's a race between Squishy and Evo. Evo gets the read. Almost gets a second touch off the ceiling. You can see Justin had to wait for it. And now Justin bumped by Evo. There's that aggression you were talking about, Sis. It's almost every time Dignitas trying to get those bumps from behind. Andy getting demoed by Justin.
Justin gets one from behind.
Squishy trying to get in the way, and there's another demo. This is a 1v1 situation. Justin getting a pinch.
Played.
Back to the middle. Justin getting another touch on the ball. Somebody needs to clear it out. Justin only has 25 boost. Down to the ground. Will beat the first defender. And now Evo kick-starting the counterattack. Evo gets the bump. Squishy will clear it off to the side. NRG live to fight another day, Sis.
And NRG are doing pretty good on defense so far. They're hitting it to the sidewalls and stalling it out pretty well. And here's a chance from GarrettG to close out the series. And a huge dub from NRG, James. A huge dub.
They take down Dignitas, who is just ahead of them in points, and knock them down into the lower bracket. NRG. Do not doubt them. Do you believe, NRG fam? Who out there in chat believes? Because I know I believe. I know, Sis, you believe.
I believe, James. I believe. That was a beautiful showing from NRG to go down the first game in 3-0 within the first minute of the game. You lose out. You can't even score. Second game. 2 goals down again in the first minute. You're thinking, oh my, what's going on? NRG brings it back. Goal after goal after goal. I don't think Dignitas even scored since the second game. And they shut them out and closed the series in an NRG style.
Oh, that felt good. I'm not going to lie, Sis. You know, with this, the other thing, I said at the start of the show, the double elimination format is unforgiving. But at the same time, it rewards wins like no other. You know, if you can stay in that upper bracket and keep winning, then your journey, it's going to be so much easier. And the fact that Dignitas, the team just ahead of NRG, was sent down to the lower bracket by NRG, that perhaps,
huge.
You know, I mean, it is huge. It is huge. It is setting the tone of this split. And, you know, NRG, they still have a chance to make Worlds. But if you're thinking backwards, like let's say you're envisioning NRG makes it to Worlds, when you think backwards, it comes all the way down to this game. NRG has to win this game against the team that is just ahead of them, and they pull it off. And not only did they pull it off, Sis, but we had one of the best goals that we've seen NRG score. The pre-jump shot from Justin, the pass from Squishy. That is the future of the game. We've been seeing teams start to bring this into their gameplay, and that shot was at a huge moment. And that was I think that was when I really started to believe even more after seeing that this team really can do it. They just took out a team that was at the last major, Sis.
Yeah, and NRG looked good, man. I mean, it's really hard to bounce back from just being down so bad like that at the start of a series. Like, it really is. So that shows more than just like they prepared. It shows like they have a good mental coming into the series, which is good to see.
Oh man, that was phenomenal from NRG, the team making plays. And after that first game, 3-0, you know, I saw the haters in chat. I saw them chirping. But fortunately, the squad shut everybody up. 2 Energizers still going overtime wins. And that's what helped put NRG over the top. But Sis, We have to get a breather after that series. I know I need to go relax, rest, let my heart return to its normal, beating speed, because I was pretty I was pretty nervous there, Sis. But
by
anyway,
the way,
we're gonna
James,
go to
sorry, I think we played Gen.G.
What is that already confirmed?
I think it is
so
confirmed.
I saw
yeah.
So wow, so it's going to be NRG Gen.G in the next round, the upper bracket quarterfinals. If you thought this series was good, then you better tune in to the series coming up after the break.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Obviously, results-wise, lately has not been great, but I don't think my goals as a player have really changed. Sometimes the outcomes change, but winning Season 8, it made me want to do it again. So, my goals never changed, but no, my love for the game is the same as it was back then.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's crown our champion. And it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Teleports it there. Bounces into the corner. NRG still around. Justin is there for the shot. Justin! This is Rocket League!
Hitting the shot was, I'm obviously grateful for it, but sometimes I feel like I'm only known for that goal and not for what for other things that I've done.
This guy is a legend.
That Justin goal, I can't forget it. It's literally etched in my brain. There's nothing I can do about it.
The single most spectacular moment of clutch our scene has ever witnessed.
When we lost, I was disappointed, obviously, but I wasn't really sad about the loss because it was my first event. But I know both my teammates did because obviously they've been to previous seasons before.
Definitely an anticlimactic ending after the best moment ever, but yeah, I felt terrible. When that 0-second goal happened, I was in my head, it felt like it was meant to be that season, and then it was just like a giant letdown. But yeah, it kind of motivated me to keep it going, to be honest.
GarrettG clears line. Justin! NRG do what they could not do before!
Sometimes I forget with everything going on the past couple of years that we did that.
I'm kind of sad looking back on it. I was happy that I won it with both Turbo and Garrett, and I think Garrett really deserved it.
I was pretty scared, not of just the loss, just having to go through the same moment twice. Like that definitely would have been history in a bad way, but then it just, it worked out. So, every now and then I'll watch it back just to remind myself of how far we've came.
Cloud9! They are about to do the unthinkable! They've done it! Cloud9 dethrones the kings of Rocket League!
You can't tell how truly happy we were. I mean, you can, but you can't really tell. I remember before the finals I said this might be the only time we ever make the finals. It's very hard to do this, and if that is the case, then let's make sure we leave it all out there.
I mean, this upcoming split is the last chance of the season.
We definitely still want to compete at Worlds together. We want to win a Worlds together.
I've accepted the fact that it's going to be hard, and I want to be there with this group, Squishy and Justin. It would mean a lot to me if we were able to turn it around and prove everyone wrong.
I think we're very confident going into this, and I don't care if they believe anymore. Honest answer, I don't care if they believe anymore, because I believe in it, and team believes in it, and that's all that matters. Because honestly, the fans, the people that truly support us, I appreciate, but the fans, I don't care if those aren't fans. If they don't believe, they aren't fans.
I'm far from home, no place to go, but I don't feel cold. I've been so blind, just lost my mind, but all I have lost I find. Your face reminds me of these games, the memories don't erase. I'll never be the same anymore, I'm on the highest top with no control.
Welcome back to NRG Mission Control, powered by Energizer. And honestly, Sis, a few of those plays reminded me of the Energizer Bunny, especially the Justin play where he just kept working in the corner, gets the ball out, gets the bump, and makes the play. That was a thing of beauty.
It was, James. It was. And I mean, the team, you know what I love about the NRG team, James, is they've just been around for such a long time. Okay, and they're they're veterans of the scene, James. And the Energizer batteries, they're long lasting, just like the NRG team. That you never have to worry about the NRG team, just like you never have to worry about the Energizer batteries.
You're exactly right, Sis. And then also just the performance as well. Honestly, the Garrett shot to win, the pre-jump play, the performance alone reminded me of Energizer batteries. They never let me down. They're the right batteries for me.
Never. I mean, you can always rely on them.
Well, let's talk about this next matchup, Sis. We've got Gen.G, the former major champions. And now we've got to play them in the upper bracket quarterfinals. This is not an elimination match, but that is who we're facing. But I guess before we dive into that too, we can also just tell everyone at home how important that last series was. Because NRG beat Dignitas, do you know who Dignitas is playing in the lower bracket?
Let's take a look at the lower bracket, James, shall we?
Yeah, the lower so if NRG lost, they would be playing Furia right now. But fortunately, Dignitas has to play Furia in that lower bracket round 1. So if Dignitas loses that series, that is a gift. When you're looking at the overall points, that is so important. So
it's huge.
The Dig Furia matchup, we were not joking. We were not joking when we said how important that was. So now sights are set on Gen.G. Gen.G, a team that has had NRG's number. And a quick start. Oh my gosh, another save, but the follow-up will be there for Chronic. Squishy did get that first one though.
and I actually had the NRG stream up, so I was looking. I was like, James, what are you talking about?
Oh, you were delayed.
I was delayed like 10. I was like, wait, there's a game going on.
Yes,
I'm back.
I can see the future. But Gen.G, quick start. NRG, we know they've got it in them, but this will be a massive test. Squishy, boom downfield. Jack into the middle. Nolly with a miss. This opens up the field. A hard shot from Justin. Chronic will get a high hit. Garrett off the ceiling. High pop. This is an opportunity for Jack to go for a solo play. Gets the flip reset into the shot, but it's going to be weak. Rebound out to Chronic, who scored the first goal. Might get a second here. The flick and the rebound is going to go far post. Nolly, good placement.
That's hard. Yeah, it's very tough. I mean, Noli placed that as far left as possible. I mean, he took placement over power. NRG all stuck on the back wall, assuming Chronic's shot was going to go in. And unfortunately, it misses. Noli comes back in, hits it to the left side, making it awkward. Just free net for Noli.
Gen.G off to a hot start, just like Dignitas was in game 1, so you don't want to panic just yet. Justin, the challenge. Now Garrett going down the sideline. Boom across the field. Justin double tap ball and will stay on it. Justin, solo play out of boost though, as Chronic will clear it out. Pinch, hard off the sidewall. Justin gets dunked on by Jack, who's demoed, and that allows Justin to go and make the play. Jack, tip off to the side. Garrett trying to keep the ball in the zone for Gen.G, who are up by 2. Off the ceiling. Garrett controlling it, trying to take it into his own hands. Went for a pop, but Chronic was able to get the touch. Justin, around 1. Squishy up to Justin. Justin, hard off the backboard, but apparently Jack was still able to get that read. Made it look easy as well as the save comes out for Gen.G. Oh, Chronic. I don't know if that was the touch he was looking for. You saw got hung up there on the wave dash. Justin, high hit. Jack and Nolly both jump. Oh, and you see Justin actually getting bumped off the double attempt. Chronic trying to cut. Hard pinch off the side. And now pass over. Jack off the ceiling. Justin jumps. Garrett will have to help him, though. It's an awkward ball. And now a tangle up on the goal line. NRG running into each other, and that opens up some space for Gen.G. Oh, Jack has been caught on the post. It's a bit awkward for Gen.G. Apparently Jack off to the side. Squishy trying to work. Squishy will have to streak back. This could be bad for NRG. Miss from Garrett. Now a miss again, but Justin will clear it off the backboard. However, says that could have been bad, and now could go worse. Jack going for the triple tap, but that's denied. Flip reset from Chronic. Nobody's there to help him out. Squishy getting 2 demos. Now Garrett shut down from Jack. Chronic towards net. No one's back. On the respawns, Gen.G able to score.
Man, playing Gen.G is so difficult. I mean, it's like they're always in sync with one another. I mean, the plays they do, like for Jack literally hit it off the ceiling, floated down with the ball, faked it as if he was going to hit it, and then just goes to the bump while his teammate comes in for the shot. They think of all these plays to work together, and it's really, really hard to play against. I mean, it's not like they're like all-star caliber players. Like, you know, I don't think this team personally has like a first killer or like a beast mode or anything, but they're so consistent. It's so hard to deal with.
Yeah, and the creativity as well.
They are
great
creative.
at improving, and great at not only great at improving, but also being on the same page the whole time they're doing these creative plays.
Yeah, and to me too, Chronic to me is like the star of this team. Chronic is like such a good player every time I watch him. He always is in the right spot. His mechanics are really good, and he really knows how to like rotate around the game and just play for his team.
Yeah, I think so. I would agree, actually. I mean, he's maybe not as hyped as Beast Mode and First Killer, but I think he is on that level. Chronic has hit some big shots for Gen.G as well in his career already. That just started, I mean, really just started this year. He did have a look or some results on randoms, but now on Gen.G, already having a major title. Chronic has been great, but NRG, they need to just focus on winning and shutting down Chronic. See if they can do it this next game. Game 1 has been all Gen.G.
Yeah, game 1's a wash. They got to look back at this and say, all right, whatever. We moved to the next game, no big deal. We didn't play that well this first one. They got our number here, and now we just got to see what we can do different. I mean, really, all I would like to see more from NRG is, again, just some more physicality and not letting Gen.G completely control the pace of the ball. Like in the midfield, it's really difficult to be able to clear it out if you just give them so much space and let them set up all their passing plays and their weird, unorthodox, like, ceiling shots or just making it. Like they do a lot of weird things, and you just have to get a good read on it eventually.
Yeah, it's going to be challenging, no doubt about it, but it is possible. And we saw NRG in the last series. It started out the exact same way, Sis. I think the exact same scoreline, a 3-0 loss. They lost to Dignitas before winning 3 straight. So sometimes NRG needs that. I would say probably more than most teams need that first game to kind of get their bearings. They tend to drop game 1 quite a bit. So, I think it would be great if that changed, but it's not something that you have to worry too much about. We've seen NRG bounce back after dropping game 1 quite a few times.
Yeah. And what's interesting about that stats actually is each of Gen.G's players had like a full 500 to 600 more boost consumption than NRG. I mean, that just shows you how much they're just grabbing their corners, turning back in, and making sure to keep one of the players on the ball. And that's like the whole Gen.G style, is they don't let up off the ball, they don't let up off the gas. So it's a really interesting style. It's really hard to deal with. So we'll see how NRG can handle it.
And honestly, I feel like one of the best players at keeping possession for his team is Nolly. Nolly always getting these weird touches and looking for the pass as well in situations where people are expecting him to shoot. So we'll see how NRG figure out Gen.G in this second game. That's a big boom. Chronic can't get the double, but did get the tap to make sure it wasn't a goal on the shot, and there's a miss from Garrett. Squishy trying to bring this back down. Chronic getting beat by Justin. Now Nolly giving Justin a bit of space. Doesn't get the read, and the shot will go right up the gut. Nolly to the corner. Infield pass. Double commit from Gen.G. But look at that touch from Chronic. The control into the pass.
It results in a goal.
Oh, man.
I mean, you see how this team works. I mean, they double commit. It's a bad play, and Chronic slows it down. No one from NRG wants the challenge. They give him the space. No one's in the midfield looking at Jack, and it's just a goal. I mean, usually you would prefer someone to challenge, get in the way of the play, and at least slow down their offensive plays.
Yeah, I mean, it was a double commit from Gen.G, but it didn't matter because of how good Chronic's control was. There's a hard shot. Try saving that one. Squishy whipping it towards net.
And NRG say right back at you. Justin goes off the ceiling like Chronic. They down to Squishy. Perfect shot, bottom right, pure pace on the ball, 86 miles per hour. It's a great shot from Squishy. It's a great pass from Justin.
And that was a stabilizing goal. That was the first goal of NRG on the season, or on the series, rather. And it comes at a critical time, right after Chronic made that fantastic pass play out. So NRG stabilized. Now in a 2v1 for a brief moment. Chronic gets the stop. Now Squishy to the backboard. Hard boom from Nolly there as he was able to get a nice touch. And now we'll get another touch on the ball. It finds its way out to apparently Jack, but Garrett there first. Chronic, the back pass right on Jack's nose. Jack, lovely first touch. Flip reset. Go down. Justin off the ceiling, playing defense. And he does get the stop. Justin trying to pick up the pace. Another pass. Another shot. And you saw it looked like a pre-jump save.
Both of two players from Gen.G pre-jumped that shot. Like they knew exactly where that was going.
And Justin went high there. Was trying to put it top bins, and I mean, it was heading there. It was heading top bins. But the pre-jump, very effective. Squishy going for a bump on Chronic, does land it, and the shot is going to be saved. 2 go on the goal line. Gen.G making back-to-back incredible saves, and then they score on the counter.
That's unbelievable. I mean, NRG looks so good there, and then Gen.G just cross-field pass from Noli to instant count. I mean, it's just, this team's so good. It's crazy how that just happened.
Oh man, and I think now you maybe have to start mixing up your shot locations, because NRG was just trying to beat them with raw placement, but you know, the placement has been a bit predictable. Gen.G was able to predict it anyway, so we'll see if NRG can adjust, because the looks have been there. I mean, the scoring chances have been there.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the craziest part is, I mean, the looks aren't even that bad. The shots aren't bad at all. They're just reading these insane,
they're just guessing where they're going. Yeah, it's almost like when you're watching a penalty kick.
Yeah, you know, they get every save.
They're just guessing, and they're getting it right. There's one off the crossbar. Justin will get some help from Squishy. Well, there's some good effort there from Garrett and Squishy. Squishy will tap it back towards net. Justin trying to steal the corner boost, does steal it. Squishy, chain dash, double commit from Gen.G. Chronic laying off the ball just a bit, will get a pinch off the ceiling, and Nolly downfield, but Justin back towards the gut. Chronic clearing it out. We've seen so many double commits from Gen.G, but it hasn't really caused them any pain just yet. Justin to himself off the ceiling towards net. Cleared off to the side. Nolly can't get the tip. Squishy wrapping around it. Around 1. Can't get it past Chronic. Garrett going for the bump. Can't land it. Another double commit, but another clear for Gen.G. And it's wild, Sis, because NRG has had most of the possession this game.
Yeah, and look
now
at that.
Demo.
I mean, such a simple play, James, but perfectly executed from Gen.G. Look at this bait here. He fakes it off the wall. Jack fakes it, lets it go to Chronic, and Jack immediately knows this is a goal if I go bump. And these are the types of plays that keeps Gen.G at the top and makes it so hard to deal with. They do this more than any other team.
You're so right. I mean, it's just about being that step ahead, you know, just being that next step ahead in the game. And you're right. Jack fakes Squishy out. Squishy's thinking he's going to have to beat Jack to the ball, but Jack says, no, I'm just passing through. I'm going for the bump. I'm going for the demo. And it worked out brilliantly. So Gen.G have to hold on for 1 more minute. There's a good dunk from Squishy. Chronic is awkward. Garrett can't put it on target. Nolly was on the goal line anyway. Justin back off the ceiling. We'll get the touch. Double tap ball. Triple tap. No, it's not going to be good, but the bump's there, but the shot is wide. Garrett couldn't put it on target.
Nice
and there's
pass.
the infield pass. That is great vision and great trust from NRG.
This is great. Good slowdown from Justin. Fakes the shot to give himself some room. Gives it over to Squishy. None of the Gen.G players expecting it. Finally getting a break from that. Gen.G's been all over the passes, and they finally have a good read there.
And this is winnable. This is winnable now. With 30 seconds left, NRG within 1. Squishy trying to get a bump wrap around. Chronic. High hit. Justin stopping it. Nolly loses possession. Now Squishy trying to keep it close, but wasn't able to stay close enough to it. Justin downfield. Nolly's up. Garrett across the field. Justin trying to pick up some small pads, and that's a nice touch there from Chronic to kill the game.
So hard to deal with, James. I mean, this team is it's so annoying to watch your team play against them, because it's like you know that your team isn't even playing that bad. They're doing decent, but this small things that Gen.G does makes it so hard to get a lead on them.
You're so right. I mean, and the small things that we're talking about are plays like that apparently Jack play, where, you know, him and Squishy, you think they're both going for the ball. You think it's going to be a 50, but Jack bails out of the play. He doesn't even go for it. He lets Squishy get the touch off the sidewall, immediately goes for the demo, and that resulted in a goal. And even, you know, just their counterattacks were so good, pre-jumping, predicting where NRG was going to shoot, scoring on the counterattacks. Gen.G, I mean, they didn't, I wouldn't say they dominated this game, but you know they had that clutch factor, that poise to pull it out. And NRG had some really good looks. I mean, this was a winnable game. This was a very winnable game.
Yeah.
You know, if a couple shots, did the placement a little bit better, very easily could have been NRG's win.
Yeah, I mean, this is reverse sweepable. I mean, the boys know that they don't have pressure on them. Like they're probably chilling right now. They're down. They're like, okay, whatever. We're against one of the best teams in the world. Let's just go in again. Let's see if we can come back. Like, they shouldn't be too worried about this. They should just lock in right here. No pressures on them. See if you can get a comeback here. If you don't, then you think about the next series.
You know, just focus on it game by game. And that game, even looking at the boost consumption, was much better from NRG. Everything was better from NRG that game. So if you can keep that improvement going, to be an NRG win here. And like you said, reverse sweep is possible, especially in these best of fives. We've seen it many times. Apparently Jack, though, will get by one. It's going to be a challenge infield. That one blasts off the post. Chronic will hit it high. I'm glad that one hit the post, though. That was a scary moment. Back pass. Apparently Jack testing the backboard. Bumping Justin off the ball. And a nice 50 from Garrett. Garrett up against Nolly. Bails out, going for the bump. Does get the bump on Nolly. Chronic will take it straight up the wall. Squishy floating off this mount. Just jumps down to the ground. Wants to get back. Garrett actually got bumped by Squishy there. Nolly infield pass. And that's going to be a drop down shot. And that is unfortunate. That team bump there really, I think, led to that goal.
Squishy had to get that touch. It's so hard for Justin. I mean, Justin's in the worst spot. It's an easy shot for Nolly. He can go left, right, but underneath Justin. I mean, Squishy has to probably challenge a little bit faster there, or just not go up the ceiling and just help back on defense.
Oh, that was a tough break. That team bump, and now another chance. Garrett will get the hit out, but NRG already have to dig themselves out of a hole. Jack. Speed. Great speed from Jack.
Nice
Garrett,
touch,
lovely
Garrett.
first touch into the air. Gets it up and almost over Chronic. Booming clear from Noli. Justin,
that's the kind of play you wouldn't see Gen.G go for. You pop it up to the ceiling and you go for it. Gen.G would pop it, leave it for a teammate, and then wait. Like, they do the subtle things that NRG need to start looking out for and start making adjustments for. And most of the time, it's there's not much adjustments being made. It seems like they're kind of just going with the flow. I mean, I understand there's not much pressure, but you got to try to change something up a little bit.
We'll see what they change up. Chronic. The 50. Justin will boom it over. I think one thing we could definitely see change-ups is maybe some fake shots, or instead of trying to boom it, you know, just trying to utilize a little more misdirection.
Yeah, or just boom it and just wait. Let them hit it back to you. It's the thing that Gen.G does a lot. They'll give it away a ball on purpose to force you into a bad touch to get even better possession than they would have. That way, one, you're out of boost, and two, now you're in a bad position that you can't react to help your team with.
Yeah, who needs the backward when you can just play it off the other team? And there's a nice hit from Squishy up against Chronic. It gets it tipped. Squishy getting a piece of it now. Bailing out. Garrett, I think, maybe could have got there in time, but Chronic ended up not even jumping. Pass down. Hit off to the side. Gen.G. They have the lead by one. NRG's looking good with some possession. And another block from Jack, having enough boost to get back to it and able to read Garrett's touch. Chronic will poke it. Justin getting a nice bump on Chronic, but Jack is there. It seems like every time it's a 50 between these two teams, Gen.G's coming out on top. And that shot will be high. Chronic able to clear it out. Now the counterattack is on. Nolly going for the backboard read. Justin has to streak in and does break up the play. Jack trying to get it back into the danger zone. And that shot will go wide, so NRG fight, or live to fight another day, rather, but there's a pinch out. Justin possesses. Another challenge, and another 50 will set up a shot, and that's saved by Squishy. Good boost there for Squishy. That went off the crossbar. That was in. It looked like Justin was slotting it.
Yeah, and that was probably the best chance NRG's had all game. And almost like a sure goal. Justin almost scores that one as well at a weird angle.
What a miss there. Squishy wasn't able to make the read. Off the ceiling. Jack faking it. Justin airborne. Stopped by Nolly. Squishy. The ball. Going for a bump. But Chronic goes underneath. Chronic recognizing
I
the play
like the
early.
bump though. The bump is good. See, now it forces them into a weird spot. Noli can't contest it efficiently. He gets a bad challenge, and the NRG, while that's going on, they're getting the bumps, and now they're making pressure.
Oh, and there's
And
the
here's the
pass down to
chance,
Justin!
James!
Justin missed the shot. Still an opportunity. Last chance, Chronic. Just going to pop it up. Force NRG to make the play. Squishy's up very early, gets
Noli cuts
dunked
it
on, and
out.
that's going to do it. Gen.G, hold on. But it was a close one. There were multiple chances there from Justin. Justin hitting the crossbar, hitting the post this game. It was so close.
It was so close, James. I mean, that game NRG were all over the ball. It felt decent. Felt better than the other two games. They just couldn't make the right play. I mean, they had two good shots from Justin that almost went in, just slightly off. I mean, either of those go in, this game could have gone to another game, and then that could have been a different story. But yeah. I mean, 3-0 from Gen.G. It's hard. This team is so good.
They are good. But I think NRG can figure them out. I think with this series, even though it was a 3-0, those last two games, NRG was in, I think they were in the driver's seat for most of the games. I mean, I think that's one threatening thing about Gen.G is that even when you think they're down, even when they're playing a lot of defense, they can just turn it on so quickly. But NRG, if they adjust where they're shooting just a little bit more, I think they easily could have won those two games, and it's a completely different series. So this is another situation where I don't think NRG was outclassed. They can hang with the best in NA still. And it already was a successful day so far. The fact that Furia and Dignitas are having to play down there is huge. So I don't know when they're playing, but you will definitely have to keep an eye on that as well.
Yeah, Dig Fury is great for us. It looks like they're playing in about 15 minutes, but yeah, I mean, Gen.G, I mean, I would say probably the closest game was the last one. I would say the first two games were Gen.G kind of straight dominating. Like, it was
Game one,
really
certainly.
difficult.
Game one
yeah.
for sure.
When you, I mean, there was an example even in like the second game I remember where Noli was last man back. He has just him 1 versus 3 people. He just decides to pinch it full speed, no time, no hesitation. Pinches it off the ceiling. His teammate is reading it. He knows where it's going to go. They're in sync. They literally are like linked. They know what each other are thinking. They know exactly how to play. They have a style. And I think that is the difference. That is really the biggest difference, is they've stuck with that style. The NRG style is that they try to adjust for every match, which is really difficult to do if you don't have a set idea you're going into every match with. And that makes it really hard, especially against the top teams, because they're just going to dissect you. The third game was when they finally started figuring it out. As the series goes longer, I think NRG does get better, but it's really hard to go into a series down 1 game and then immediately try to just RNG the second game to 50-50, you know? Yeah,
and Gen.G is a hot team as well. I mean, they won the draw recently. They are on fire. They are on point. So I think that, no matter who you're playing in North America, Gen.G is one of those teams that you really want to avoid, or you hope to avoid. This is a team that consistently makes it to the finals, consistently performs. And so I think NRG, though it was a tough game, I'm still encouraged by the results so far today. And even though NRG lost to Gen.G, they will be going down into the lower bracket. They play the winner of 0-1 and Shopify Rebellion. So, 0-1's been having some really good results recently, but this is another opportunity for NRG to get another big win and move on into that next round of the lowers. They'll have to play one of those two teams, but then on the other side, they're going to either play G2 in that matchup, and right now it's looking like Space Station as well. So one of those two teams, unless Koi makes a run, which is also very possible. They've had some results. So NRG's run in the lower bracket still looking feasible, still looking doable. But the big thing here is, it's not necessarily, you're trying to get a ton of points. You always want to get a ton of points, but you're also thinking about it in relation to who you have to beat. So if you can, if you're an NRG fan, send all your energy to Furia, so they knock out Dignitas, because that is what we
yeah, that's huge for us. Huge.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a wild series, though. I think it just shows everybody how good G2 or how good Gen.G really is. It's just they're a tough team to beat, and like you even mentioned Chronic. There was the one play. This is the one play that just blows my mind too. It was where Nolly and apparently Jack both double committed. They both double committed, and you're thinking this is a counterattack opportunity for NRG. And Chronic just perfectly catches this really awkward ball over his shoulder, takes it up the wall, controls it off the ceiling, gets a perfect pass down to apparently Jack.
Yeah,
and
it's not even just that he controls two, it's that he controls away from the defender, so the defender can't even contest it. So he just locks up two scenarios where one, the defender can't help, and two, he guarantees his teammate to be in an open position.
Now that was unbelievable from Gen.G. They are looking on point, but NRG, they are still in it. Sis, we're going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, we have an elimination match.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Obviously, results-wise, lately has not been great, but I don't think my goals as a player have really changed. Sometimes the outcomes change, but winning Season 8, it made me want to do it again. So, my goals never changed, but no, my love for the game is the same as it was back then.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's crown our champion. And it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Teleports it there. Bounces into the corner. NRG still around. Justin is there for the shot. Justin! That's it, Rocket League!
Hitting the shot was, I'm obviously grateful for it, but sometimes I feel like I'm only known for that goal and not for what for other things that I've done.
This guy is a legend.
That Justin goal, I can't forget it. It's literally etched in my brain. There's nothing I can do about it.
The single most spectacular moment of clutch our scene has ever witnessed.
When we lost, I was disappointed, obviously, but I wasn't really sad about the loss because it was my first event. But I know both my teammates did because obviously they've been to previous seasons before.
Definitely an anticlimactic ending after the best moment ever, but yeah, I felt terrible. When that 0-second goal happened, I was in my head, it felt like it was meant to be that season, and then it was just like a giant letdown. But yeah, it kind of motivated me to keep it going, to be honest.
GarrettG clears the Justin! NRG do what they could not do before!
Sometimes I forget with everything going on the past couple of years that we did that.
I'm kind of sad looking back on it. I was happy that I won it with both Turbo and Garrett, and I think Garrett really deserved it.
I was pretty scared, not of just the loss, just having to go through the same moment twice. That definitely would have been history in a bad way, but then it just, it worked out. So, every now and then I'll watch it back just to remind myself of how far we've came.
Cloud9! They are about to do the unthinkable! They've done it! Cloud9 dethrones the kings of Rocket League!
You can't tell how truly happy we were. You can, but you can't really tell. I remember before the finals I said this might be the only time we ever make the finals. It's very hard to do this, and if that is the case, then let's make sure we leave it all out there.
This upcoming split is the last chance of the season.
We definitely still want to compete at Worlds together. We want to win a Worlds together.
I've accepted the fact that it's going to be hard, and I want to be there with this group, Squishy and Justin. It would mean a lot to me if we were able to turn it around and prove everyone wrong.
I think we're very confident going into this, and I don't care if they believe anymore. Honest answer, I don't care if they believe anymore, because I believe in it, and team believes in it, and that's all that matters. Because honestly, the fans, the people that truly support us, I appreciate, but the fans, I don't care if those aren't fans. If they don't believe, they aren't fans.
this video, Musty, Sizz, and Lethemir will be working together to find the hidden SSL. We have 6 players, 5 of them are Grand Champs, and 1 of them is an SSL. We'll be putting them all through challenges and eliminating 1 player after each round with the hopes of making the last player standing the SSL. Could they find the SSL? Let's get straight into it.
Just have him run it. Just have him run it. Yeah.
Are you guys seeing the car
What?
already?
This is so cringe, bro. Look at those wheels from player number 4. Can we eliminate player 4 just because the...
Look at player 1, they got wagon wheels.
Wait, who scored? Player 5?
What?
Nah, he's the SSL, man.
Nah, he's definitely the SSL. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Player 3, I think? Or no, player 5. I don't know. Someone just did a bunch of wall dashes.
Is this meta to go through their Steam profiles? Or
Definitely, I would not do that.
No, I'm joking.
Player 4's crazy.
3 and 4 look good.
I'm watching 6 right now. I think 6 is 5 is moving fast.
Okay, 6 sucks.
He can hear you, bro. Oh, double command. Player 1 had a good line on that, though. I can't even lie.
It's a decent start on this air dribble.
Player 3 is using his right stick, which is sus.
Oh, player 5 humping the post.
Bro, I don't even know what to watch, bro.
Listen, everyone I've been watching, no one has used their right stick until I watched player 3.
But is that like a good or a bad thing, though?
That's sus. No one uses the right stick unless you know what you're doing. So.
Okay, a little sus touch. Wait.
Oh, open.
Cut it around him. Cut it to the right.
There.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Who got faked?
Player 3 has a GC banner.
Oh, that's sus.
I think they all. I went through 3 players and they had it. Bro, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they're all GC. They're all GC anyway, Les. So it doesn't even matter.
Oh, there's only 1 SSL. All we gotta do is miss the SSL, right? We just need to not hit the SSL.
Bro, I don't know. We're trying it. Oh my god.
Hey, let's look at it this way. Which players do you think could be the SSL?
I don't know.
No, to me it's like players 6, 3, and like 2.
Look. Player 3 has a GC banner. That could be a bait.
Okay, so we need to eliminate someone.
To me, I'm gonna stick with my gut, and I'm gonna eliminate player 1. So you choose who you want to choose.
So player 1, you think is a Grand Champ? Or
yeah.
Musty, you choose somebody, and then I'll choose.
I don't know. There's just so many scarabs, man. Like it's honestly, I'll just go. I'll copy my boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1 too. So I think we're on a
player 1. Please eliminate yourself.
Goodbye. Oh.
He's gone. Okay, so before the half line, your goal is to go like this. Like that, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no bounce. Don't let it bounce like I did. Let's see, player 2 first. Player 2 first.
I'd be nervous too. Wait, that's a good start though.
That's
pretty good. That's kind of clean.
Kind of do be like that do be R.
Like the turn, that was clean.
The initial turn to scoop it up was kind of clean. No cap.
Decent. I like it.
All right, player 3.
Look how he's confidently dribbling this. I can't even lie.
A little bit off target, but he adjusts it. No bounce.
Kind of trash.
Wait,
kind of trash.
But it looked like he was trying to do that bad, bro. Like he didn't. Like I don't know.
He didn't start in line with the goal, so I'll give it to him. Right, player 4.
You can. Look at
that. I don't know.
He got too far ahead of the ball. He couldn't control it enough.
I mean, I will say I've had air dribble like that. Like
yeah, but the fact that he did adjust. He did adjust though, and it was pretty well. I player 5.
Oh
no!
Oh,
that looked like a genuine mess up.
Go ahead. You can do one more try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The scarab's pretty hard.
I'm gonna say that him and 3 are both bad.
I say 5 looks like a Grand Champ to me.
Nah, there's no way. Scarab's a goat card.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Look at this guy's control.
I believe in you.
This guy's dude. This guy's SSL.
This guy's SSL. Nah, this guy's absurd. Did you guys see that control off the wall? 3 and 5 both looked bad, and then 2 had a nice one. 4 I don't really remember.
Can I have some input though? Like I said, 5 looked the best in the 3v3. We can't just discredit everything he did in the past.
6 had the best air dribble by far. So how about someone who just eliminates someone who's blended in? Like did a normal...
It would be 2, 3, or 4.
I'll do 3.
3 just sucked. 5 kind of just sucked. I really want to vote 5 still.
I kind of want to move my vote to 4. Wait.
I vote for between 4 and 5. I don't want to be the deciding vote, but I would pick 4 over 5.
I'll pick 4.
You're on the same team.
Okay, well, add an explosion sound effect.
I got him.
What's up, player
Yo,
2?
what's
Your real name, player 2?
Nate.
How many hours do you have on the game?
Let's see. I switched to PC like middle of 20. Over Xbox and PC, I have around 6,000.
Top 3 favorite pros right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too involved in RLCS, but I do really enjoy Squishy because he's the GOAT.
Yeah, I don't think you said Musty.
Player 3.
Hello.
What's your real name?
Alex.
Where are you from, Alex?
California.
What city?
LA.
What's your street? What's your address? How many hours do you have in the game?
Across Xbox, PS4, and PC, about 10,000.
I feel like you almost gotta be SSL 10,000 hours. Like.
Okay, surely. If you're not, you should definitely stop playing by then.
As you go back, I have one question for you. What's your favorite mechanic?
Probably double flip reset.
Double flip reset. Okay.
This guy's. What's your name? What's your real human name?
My human name is Ben.
Ben, I have a question for you. What is your level of education?
Bachelor of Science.
Wow.
Very nice.
Oh, 0 chance he's SSL.
He doesn't have time. Bro.
How many hours do you have in the game?
3,700.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't have time. He actually has a life out of Rocket League.
Alright, this guy's not SSL. You can go back. You ain't no way. You're my favorite Grand Champ, bro. You're for sure Grand Champ. Alright, player 6. What's your human name? Real human being name. Human being.
Human name is Michael.
Yeah, how many hours you got?
I have 7.2k.
Did you start on console and move to PC?
I played on Xbox until about like early 21, like February.
Okay, what's the name of this boost?
That is Alpha Boost. I've been playing the game for a little bit.
What's your favorite professional Rocket League team, player 6?
At the moment, probably TRK.
Alright, I am voting for player 5.
Dude, I feel like I have to go player 5.
I don't know. I'm still between 5 and 6 though. So like, if you guys are both doing 5, then yeah, it's chalked. I'm sorry, player 5. I believe in you, but it's over.
Player 5, you've been eliminated.
Next challenge is a Cuxier pinch. Player 2 first.
He's going from the right side, I think.
It's moving so slow though. He's definitely using the
Nah, he's not getting the corner. He doesn't know the cucks pinch. You gotta get the corners.
Look at these wave dashes though. Look at him. It's like I feel like he has Alpha Boost on back spot for sure.
All right, let's try.
He's not that far off. I've seen people like they don't even know anywhere close.
All right. Player 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because remember he said he was SSL.
Decent try on the first one there.
Player 3. Yeah, he actually at least got the pinch.
Okay, this guy, that's good form. Like.
Yeah, he's trying to get it on the corner.
He's got the right idea, and he's definitely got the good angle.
Yeah.
I even think player 2 had a pretty good angle on most of them too. I don't think he was doing that bad. Also, it is the Scarab, mind you.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Almost. Is it? Almost.
Oh, good try.
Okay, they both look pretty good. Let's see if it's like 120 height, bro. This is giving me Grand Champ vibes, bro.
Okay.
Any of these players could be SSL with enough time.
That's a good. Dude, I don't know.
His setups are too high off the wall. Like he's getting way too much time.
Let's do this last setup here.
He's still not using the corner of the car. I can't tell.
Okay, so player 6 is the obvious elimination though.
You guys want to go for 6?
I'm going with player 6 because player 3 was the only one to hit it, and player 2 said he was SSL before.
Okay.
Okay, player 3.
Player 3. Let's watch her kick off.
Speed flip from player 3, sort of speed flip. Early challenge from 2.
Okay. Prioritizes the boost.
Okay, he has space, he takes it. Oh my god, that is an SSL play. Oh my god, that is
sweaty,
so
that's
SSL.
Sweaty, that's sweaty. Nah, that catch is sweaty.
Look at that, it's like 6 it glued to his car, bro. I can't even do that, bro. And his Scarab? No way. He's gonna get pre-jump for sure. Yeah. Player 3 is an SSL. Wow.
Oh, player 3 was pre-jump.
Let's watch it back from his. I was watching other people. Oh.
You had like, that was a good idea.
He didn't commit to the full jump.
He didn't expect the height on it.
Do the wave dashes. Watch the demo. Nice.
Nice jump over the bomb.
Yeah, player 2 playing well. We'll definitely watch a Squishy video.
Oh, he leaves the net open.
Oh, he
though.
left it.
Boost was too shiny. So, based on what I'm seeing now, We
Their
eliminated
Jibble
player.
looks pretty scuffed.
We eliminated player 2.
What if neither of them? What if neither of them are that so?
I'm pretty sure we already eliminated him. We're just watching
Yeah,
an even
that's
match.
possible. I mean, it looks like player 3 of them. I mean, out of these two so far, player 3 for sure. But
Oh. Okay, good recovery though. I don't think he'll get scored.
Yeah, that was nice.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
It goes for the bump afterwards, but
Arrow should be
I feel like
cool.
the scarabs, man.
It's the scarabs
Scarabs are
destroying it
right.
all. Everyone
Everyone
looks
trash,
bad.
dude.
Like,
Everyone looks
so at this point, we believe player 3 is the SSL.
Will the
what's
SSL
the-
reveal themselves?
It is me. It is player 3.
Oh, it was three. We got it.
Dude, we actually won a video.
Yeah, we did it, my boy.
Let's
We
go.
actually did it. Let's go.
When I was younger, I could fall asleep at night, dreaming of cotton candy, clouds and jars of fireflies. Now I lie awake, the fantasy is gone. Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still? Time runs me over, and I want some thicker skin. Learn to be skeptical of those with good intention. Why is it hard to love without hurting anyone? Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still? Shut the door, pour a drink. It's about time. Who decides in our minds what the future holds? No reason running from this. Perfection doesn't exist. We can keep pushing uphill take the only stairs we found. And we've gone beyond the highest ground. We've gone beyond the highest ground. We'll take the only stairs we found. We've gone beyond the highest ground. In the end, in my head, I'm not second base. No, I'm just trying to be better than my past self. I guess there's no reason running from this. Perfection doesn't exist. We can't just do nothing when the fight comes to us. You know we've come too far to ever turn back, ever turn back, ever turn back. I know we've bruised these stars. We never held back, never held back, never held back. We know this road is hard. We never turn back, never turn back, never turn back. I know we've bruised this scar. We come so far to heaven back. We've gone beyond the highest ground. We'll take the only stairs we found. We've gone beyond the highest ground.
I wish we stayed the same. I got way too many thoughts in my brain, but I got memories that run through my veins. I'm not one to blame, but I could point out every way that you change. Some things stay up while others go right down the drain. And lately we've been going down in flames. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm my therapist is saying that I should. I don't believe it, but I really wish I could. Instead, I guess I'll stay misunderstood. Oh, 'cause I'm stuck now, just trying to figure a way out. I've tried but can't seem to slow down. I don't know if I want to. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm
could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be alone.
Musty, Sizz, and Lethamir will be working together to find the hidden SSL. We have 6 players. 5 of them are Grand Champs, and 1 of them is an SSL. We'll be putting them all through challenges and eliminating 1 player after each round, with the hopes of making the last player standing the SSL. Could they find the SSL? Let's get straight into it.
Are you
guys seeing the car
What?
already?
This is so cringe, bro. Look at those wheels from player number 4. Can we eliminate player 4 just because
Look at player 1, they got wagon wheels.
Wait, who scored? Player 5?
What?
Nah, he's the SSL, man.
Nah, he's definitely the SSL. Look at him. Look at him, look at him, look at him.
Player 3, I think? Or no, player 5. I don't know. Someone just did a bunch of wall dashes.
Is this meta to go through their Steam profiles? Or
Definitely, I would not do that.
No, I'm joking.
Player 4's crazy.
3 and 4 look good.
I'm watching 6 right now. I think 6 is 5 is moving fast.
Okay, 6 sucks.
He can hear you, bro. Oh, double command. Player 1 had a good line on that, though. I can't even lie.
It's a decent start on this air dribble.
Player 3 is using his right stick, which sucks.
Oh, player 5 humping the post.
Bro, I don't even know what to watch, bro.
Listen, everyone I've been watching, no one has used their right stick until I watched player 3.
But is that like a good or a bad thing, though?
That's sus. No one uses the right stick unless you know what you're doing. So.
Okay, a little sus touch. Wait.
Oh, open.
Cut it around him. Cut it to the right.
There.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Who got fake?
Player 3 has a GC banner.
Oh, that's sus.
I think they all. I went through 3 players and they had it. Bro, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they're all GC. They're all GC anyway, Les, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, there's only 1 SSL. All we gotta do is miss the SSL, right? We just need to not hit the SSL.
Bro, I don't know. We're trying. Oh my god.
Hey, let's look at it this way. Which players do you think could be the SSL?
I don't know.
No, to me it's like players 6, 3, and like 2.
Look. Player 3 has a GC banner. That could be a bait.
Okay, so we need to eliminate someone.
To me, I'm gonna stick with my gut, and I'm gonna eliminate player 1. So you choose who you want to choose.
So player 1, you think is a Grand Champ? Or
yeah.
Musty, you choose somebody, and then I'll choose.
I don't know. There's just so many scarabs, man. Like it's honestly, I'll just go. I'll copy my boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1 too. So I think we're on a
Player 1, please eliminate yourself.
Goodbye. Oh.
He's gone. Okay, so before the half line, your goal is to go like this. Like that, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no bounce. Don't let it bounce like I did. Let's see, player 2 first. Player 2 first.
I would be nervous too. Wait, that's a good start though.
That's
pretty good. That's kind of clean.
Kind of do be like that do be R.
Like the turn, that was clean.
The initial turn to scoop it up was kind of clean. No cap.
Decent. I like it.
All right, player 3.
Look how he's confidently dribbling this. I can't even lie.
A little bit off target, but he adjusts it. No bounce.
Kind of trash.
Wait,
kind of trash.
But it looked like he was trying to do that bad, bro. Like he didn't. Like I don't know.
He didn't start in line with the goal, so I'll give it to him. Okay, player 4.
Yeah, you can. Look at
that. I don't know.
He got too far ahead of the ball. He couldn't control it enough.
I mean, I will say I've had air dribble like that. Like
yeah, but the fact that he did adjust. He did adjust though, and it went pretty well. I player 5.
Oh no way.
That looked like a genuine mess up.
Go ahead. You can do one more try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The scarab's pretty hard.
I'm gonna say that him and 3 are both bad.
I say 5 looks like a Grand Champ to me.
Nah, there's no way. Scarab's a GOAT card.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Look at this guy's control.
I believe in you.
This guy's SSL. Look at this dude. This guy's SSL.
This guy's SSL. No, this guy's absurd. Did you guys see that control off the wall? 3 and 5 both looked bad, and then 2 had a nice one. 4 I don't really remember.
Can I have some input though? Like I said,
Yeah.
5 looked the best in the 3v3. We can't just discredit everything he did in the past.
6 had the best air dribble by far. So how about someone who just eliminates someone who's blended in, like they did a normal?
It would be 2, 3, or 4.
I'll do 3.
3 just sucked. 5 kind of just sucked. I really want to vote 5 still.
I kind of want to move my vote to 4. Wait.
I vote for between 4 and 5. I don't want to be the deciding vote, but I would pick 4 over 5.
I'll pick 4.
You're on the same team.
Okay, well, add an explosion sound effect.
I got him.
What's up, player 2? What's your real name, player 2?
Nate.
How many hours do you have on the game?
Let's see. I switched to PC like middle of 20. Over Xbox and PC, I have around 6,000.
Top 3 favorite pros right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too involved in RLCS, but I do really enjoy Squishy because he's the GOAT.
Yeah, I don't think you said Musty.
Player 3.
Hello.
What's your real name?
Alex.
Where are you from, Alex?
California.
What city?
LA.
What's your street? What's your address? How many hours do you have in the game?
Across Xbox, PS4, and PC, about 10,000.
I feel like you almost gotta be SSL 10,000 hours. Like.
Cause surely if you're not, you should definitely stop playing by then.
As you go back, though, I have one question for you. What's your favorite mechanic?
Probably double flip reset.
Double flip reset. Okay.
This guy's. What's your name? What's your real human name?
My human name is Ben.
Ben, I have a question for you. What is your level of education?
Bachelor of Science.
Wow.
Very nice.
Oh, 0 chance he's SSL.
He doesn't have time. Bro.
How many hours do you have in the game?
3,700.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't have time. He actually has a life out of Rocket League.
This guy's not SSL. You can go back. You ain't no way. You're my favorite Grand Champ, bro. You're for sure Grand Champ. All right, player 6. What's your human name? Real human being name. Human being.
Human name is Michael.
Yeah. How many hours you got?
I have 7.2K.
Did you start on console and move to PC?
I played on Xbox until about like early 21, like February.
Okay, what's the name of this boost?
That is Alpha Boost. I've been playing the game for a little bit.
What's your favorite professional Rocket League team, player 6?
At the moment, probably TRK.
All right, I am voting for player 5.
Dude, I feel like I have to go player 5.
I don't know. I'm still between 5 and 6 though. So like, if you guys are both doing 5, then yeah, it's chalked. I'm sorry, player 5. I believe in you, but it's over.
Player 5, you've been eliminated.
Next challenge is a Cuxier pinch. Player 2 first.
He's going from the right side, I think.
He's moving so slow though. He's definitely using the
Nah, he's not getting the corner. He doesn't know the Cux pinch. You gotta get the corners.
Look at these wave dashes though. Look at him. It's like I feel like he has alpha boost on back spot for sure.
All right, let's try.
He's not that far off. I've seen people like they don't even know anywhere close.
All right. Player 3.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll see.
Because remember he said he was SSL.
Decent try on the first one there.
Player 3. Yeah, he actually at least got the pinch.
Okay, this guy, that's good form. Like.
Yeah, he's trying to get it on the corner.
He's got the right idea, and he's definitely got the good angle.
Yeah.
I even think player 2 had a pretty good angle on most of them too. I don't think he was doing that bad. Also, it is the Scarab, mind you.
Okay, I was in.
Yeah.
Almost. Is it? Almost.
Oh, good try.
Okay, they both look pretty good. Let's see if it's like 120 height, bro. This is giving me Grand Champ vibes, bro.
Okay.
Any of these players could be SSL with enough time.
That's a good. Dude, I don't know.
His setups are too high off the wall. Like he's getting way too much time.
Let's do this last setup here.
He's still not using the corner of the car. I can't tell.
Okay, so player 6 is the obvious elimination though.
You guys want to go for 6?
I'm going with player 6 because player 3 was the only one to hit it, and player 2 said he was SSL before.
Okay.
Okay, player 3.
Player 3. Let's watch our kickoffs.
Speed flip from player 3, sort of speed flip. Early challenge from 2.
Okay. Prioritize the boost.
Okay, he has space, he takes it. Oh my god, that is an SSL play. Oh my god, that is
sweaty.
so
That's
SSL.
Sweaty, that's sweaty. Nah, that catch is sweaty.
Look at that, it's like 6 glued to his car, bro. I can't even do that, bro. And his Scarab? No way. He's gonna get pre-jump for sure. Yeah. Player 3 is an SSL. Wow.
Player 3 chose pre-jump.
Let's watch it back from his. I was watching other people. Oh.
He had like that was a good
He didn't
idea.
commit to the full
He
jump.
didn't expect the height on it.
Through the wave dashes. Watch the demo. Nice.
Nice jump over the phone.
Yeah, player 2 playing well. We'll definitely watch a squishy video.
Oh, he leaves the net open.
Oh, he
though.
left it.
Boost was too shiny. So, based on what I'm seeing now, we eliminated
will
player,
look pretty scuffed.
we eliminated player 2.
What if neither of them? What if neither of them are that so?
I'm pretty sure we already eliminated him. We're just watching an even match.
I mean, it looks like player 3. I mean, out of these two so far, player 3 for sure. But
Oh. Okay, good recovery though. I don't think he'll get scored on you.
That was nice.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
It goes for the bump afterwards, but
Arrow.
I feel like the Scarabs, man.
It's the Scarabs
though.
throwing it out.
Everyone's
Everyone looks
trash,
bad.
dude.
Like,
Everyone looks
so at this point, we believe player 3 is the SSL.
Will the SSL reveal themselves?
It is me. It is player 3.
Oh, it was 3. We got it.
Dude, we actually won a video.
Yeah, we did it, my boy.
Let's
We actually did it. Let's go.
When I was younger, I could fall asleep at night, dreaming of cotton candy, clouds and jars of fireflies. Now I lie awake, the fantasy is gone. Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still? You tell me you love me, you kiss and you hug me, have some fun. I give you a smile, hang around for a while, getting it on. And I don't really show it, that you're the only one that breaks my walls. Now baby I'm all for it, and every time that I pick up the phone, I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you. I love it when you. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you. I love it when you. You figure me out, all the things I'm about, nothing I hide. I'll take any chance to get close as we dance, let you decide. And I don't really show it, that you're the only one that breaks my walls. Now baby I'm all for it, and every time that I pick up the phone, I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name. I love it when you. I love it when you. I love it when you say my name. hearts turning all the time. Nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be
Welcome back to NRG Mission Control, presented by, or powered by Energizer. I'm James Bott, joined by Sizz. And Sizz, we had a tough last series against Gen.G. Gen.G, such a difficult team to figure out. But now we set our sights on Shopify Rebellion. So Shopify Rebellion just coming off a 3-0 from 0-1. They actually scored 10 goals in game 2. So, you know, they might be on fire, Sizz.
They scored 19-3 in that series, James. It was an absolute stomp, to say the least.
Yeah, and they were playing against 0-1, which is Astro, Angel, and Tool. But then also to start out the day, they did lose. They lost to version 1. They lost 3 games straight, so they were swept by version 1. So not really sure which version of Shopify Rebellion that NRG is going to get. But we were talking about this on the breaks. Is every single win at this point is so important. When you're in a bracket, just going that little bit further gets you those extra points. Right now, Dignitas went out with only 4 points. As we covered at the start of the day, there's a 10-point gap between us and them. And currently, that means, you know, if NA region spots hold, whoever's in that 7th spot will get to go. So Dignitas is sitting there 10 points ahead. They're already out. They got 4 points on the day. If NRG loses here, 6 points on the day for NRG. So 2 points of that gap made up. But if NRG wins here, that is another 3 points to they'll move up to 9 points. So then that gap is cut in half if NRG wins here.
Yep. From now on, every single tournament, every little win over Dignitas matters, no matter how small it is. The more wins you can get today, the higher plays we can get in this one will matter so much. I mean, we technically could pass them if we peak in this event. So, we'll see. That's
the crazy part, is it's still very doable, but the journey has gotten a little bit more difficult. Every series is going to be challenging. This Shopify Rebellion squad, crazy numbers last game. But then if you're following the brackets, there is a bit of a bummer looking down there. So FaZe or G2 is the guaranteed opponent. FaZe got reverse swept by Space Station. So and they find themselves down there playing G2. So FaZe or G2 is going out this round as well. But then the winner of that FaZe G2 series will play NRG if NRG wins this series against Shopify.
Yeah, this lower bracket has some pretty crazy match. Like, it looks like an upper bracket sort of with V1 Furia and FaZe G2 in the lower bracket. So pretty ridiculous lower bracket. It's going to be hard regardless for any of the teams down here. I mean, SRG getting that reverse sweep was a huge upset for the bracket. So, but regardless, NRG, I don't think they really need to care. They just
and also Sup versus G2. Sup versus G2. Sup also reverse swept G2 in that first round in the upper bracket. So,
oh yeah,
I mean, this is what we're talking about, or when we were talking about it during the Energizer Power Up pre-show. We were talking about how unforgiving the double elimination bracket is, because if you have good teams lose early, that lower bracket is just unforgiving. It's terrible. It's terrible to have to go through. So we're already seeing that play out. So let's go ahead and start talking about this specific matchup, Shopify Rebellion, a name that's been around for quite some time. That's really where Beast Mode cut his teeth, was on that team. They had some incredible results when Beast Mode was on Shopify Rebellion. Bit of a different look now. Memory, the long-time veteran who's been playing for so long. I remember casting him back in the studio.
Man.
You know, yeah, and OG has been hanging around for a long time, teaming up with Parth and Two Piece, who's a young player who I think a lot of people are looking at. I mean, he was, didn't Two Piece play on the randoms with Chronic when they were both on the come up?
I believe that's the case. Yeah. I also think, I think Two Piece was probably the most, like, during this, I wouldn't say an off season, but between this split for teams picking up players, I think Two Piece is probably one of the most looked at players recently, because he has been on a tear. He's been really good. Shopify, they're not a bad team at all. They're probably going to be a tough matchup for NRG. Memory's been around forever. He's always been a solid player. He knows how to play the game really well. Parth, honestly, I haven't watched too much, but I know Memory and 2Beast are great players, and I'm sure Parth fits well if they're going to choose him as their teammate.
No doubt about it. But so I think we can't look past this Shopify Rebellion team. This is a team that has all the skill to get wins at the highest level. So this is going to be a really tough matchup, I think, for NRG. But, NRG, they looked really good, I thought, against Dignitas. Dignitas already out of the tournament. They lost to Furia. So it's kind of tough to gauge exactly what level NRG is playing at right now. This is a litmus test. We're going to find out, how good is NRG playing this split? How much hope can we truly have? And because if you lose this series, I think, I hate to call it this early, but NRG needs these wins. Like these few points, making up the gap against Dignitas, you've only got 3 events.
Yeah,
you've only got 3 events to do.
It starts here.
Yeah, it starts here. And so you have to win this series if you're NRG. You win this series, I think you're sitting pretty. You cut the gap in half. And it's going to be tough, but this is the tournament for NRG to really make that shot at making the World Championship. All right, so it looks like the test lobby is completed, so we'll probably get the games going any second here. Says we've seen 2 series so far with NRG today. That first series with Dignitas, we saw some pretty remarkable plays. Most notably, I think, was the pre-jump play, Squishy to Justin. And against Gen.G, some good possession, some good passing, but just could not find a way around Gen.G. The Gen.G puzzle was too complex. What do you think the strategy is for the team as they're approaching this game? Do you think it's just play how we have been, or do you think they're going to make some adjustments after that Gen.G series?
The Gen.G series, honestly, I don't like. I mean, they don't really have to look at it with too much regret. They really just got outclassed. I mean, it's not like they couldn't, that team is just the top tier team. You're playing against the top tier team, so you're gonna get outclassed. But Shopify and Dig, they could deal with. Their current play style, they could deal with it. They probably don't need to adjust like crazy. I think it's another situation where they could just go to the first game and adjust after. But NRG does have a history of struggling in the first game, and giving up the first game can be pretty rough.
Here we go. We're kicking off. Nice control on the backboard from Justin. Little pop-up 2-piece in the air. And now a quick goal. Memory's going to score.
And the HUD is messed up for any viewers. We are not up 1-0. It is just an issue on the UI right now. Don't worry about that.
There we go. Kickoff number 2. And so, Rebellion has been able to get a quick goal. And against Dignitas, against Gen.G, that was the case as well. So, we'll see if NRG can bounce right back. There's a quick shot. That's going to be saved. And there's another play towards net. Right now, Rebellion getting scored on by Justin.
That was great pressure from NRG. They forced a double commit here at net, and they immediately counter back. Instead of taking the shot here from Gary, he hits it across and high, so the defender can't reach it. Justin just has to place into the net. Easy peasy.
So good response there. NRG able to answer right back. Squishy with the 50. Garrett trying to force that issue. Parth on the dribble. Good shutdown play from NRG. Squishy defensively has been fantastic today, making a couple huge saves. There's a shot from Squishy. A hit wide to the corner. Now Justin with the 50. Justin's second effort. The ball stuck in the corner. Pop up from Garrett. And now Squishy, the challenge in the corner. NRG getting this ball locked down in the corner. Garrett off the backboard, going for the triple tap, the quadruple tap. Garrett almost scoring a quad. And how many times have you seen something like that since?
Yeah, and that's where, I mean, Garrett was feeling confident there. He takes it up the wall by himself and just keeps hitting it, making it so awkward for each defender from Shopify. They couldn't get a touch on the ball. And Garrett, even if it doesn't score, it's good that he's keeping the pressure like that.
On Justin, putting the pressure on with his flip reset attempt. Two-piece will pop it up. Garrett with the tip. Pass off to the side from Parth, but it's right to someone from NRG. Now a quick shot. Turned aside by Memory. Back up to the middle of the field. Excellent speed from Parth. Two-piece back down to the ground. Two-piece getting jumped on by Justin. Now Justin taking that ball downfield. He's stopped. Garrett up to Justin. Justin to the backboard. Garrett, the shot denied. NRG having a good chance, and now Parth in a 1v1 goes for the low challenge off the backboard, and Memory will score it. Unfortunate there for NRG.
And from the shot that Garrett took off Justin's pass, he had no boost. He couldn't get enough power on the shot, lets it go wide, and it just results in a 2v1. The defender net gets bumped, and Garrett can't do anything to save the ball because he's still 0 boost in the offensive play.
And that was a smart play as well from Parth. Parth not really trying to do too much, just trying to get behind the ball and force that 50. That made it too awkward. Now Justin, though, trying to get a response. He shut down. Pass from Garrett, and that play is broken up.
It is double commit.
Garrett again. A little good challenge from Squishy. Squishy infield pass. Justin off the backboard. And no one's there. If Justin shot that would have been the play right there, because that was such a great pass to get it to him.
Yeah, and even though there was no one there, I mean, that was good patience from Garrett to recognize that he's probably going to get beat on that regardless, since he wasn't close enough. He stays back, he hovers, and lets his teammates get back and get boost so he can go back on a counterattack.
Oh, there's a goal from Justin. Justin, I was not even expecting. I'm sitting here lackadaisically.
There's no one in net. I mean, it seems like a defender.
That was great.
Yeah, I think it was Memory who just kind of hovers under Squishy, thinking he may fake or something, but he doesn't go back to net. Squishy just is fine. I'll just hit it across. It's a free net for my teammate.
Oh, the response chance. Play broken up by Squishy. And Garrett, double tap off the sidewall. Now gets a demo. Slowing it down. Going for another bump. Awkward ball. Parth gets the bump on Squishy. And now Justin trying to solo play it. Rebound out. Squishy lob towards net and it's boom downfield. NRG starting to pick up the pace. Great patience there from GarrettG. Now on the counterattack, Squishy dribbling it. Boomed back down from Memory. Into the gut. Two-piece. Will take it over to the wall. And going for the 50, bounce down, almost gets another touch on it, will stay in the play, now finally backing out. Infield pass attempt, Memory pops it high off the backboard. Now pass off the backboard, double commit from NRG, this is tough, but Garrett still able to get back onto the ball, though he's demoed now. On the corner, hard pinch, goes up to the middle, and a nice challenge from Justin to slow down the attack. Final 30 seconds. We are all tied up. High pop. Justin flipping to it. Shutting down two-piece who gets a double flip reset. But it actually messed up his teammate. 1v1 situation. Garrett going for the bump. Garrett can't make it. There's a save. Rebound out. And that's going to be saved. So that double flip reset almost biting Rebellion, but they were able to get away.
Yeah, he messes up his own teammate with that. It almost resulted in 2 open nets from NRG. And defenders had to make a last-second touch. It wasn't strong enough of a shot for them. They were trying to go for placement over power, and resulted in. Oh, never mind. I thought he had a flip reset. But yeah, Rebellion was able just to clear it out. No problem there.
See,
a great touch actually from the defender. That's pretty hard to get with that pace on the ball.
Now another demo. The delay play. Garrett will pop that up. Now the flip reset, double tap, and that's blocked. A crazy block. I thought that was game set and set right there.
And that fake from Garrett actually wasn't too bad. It looked kind of troll when he did it, but the defender was kind of, no matter what, going to block that shot. So him slowing it down gave NRG another chance for a shot at the net.
Pass up. Squishy. Oh, doesn't make contact on that ball. Justin, what can he do? Gets bumped off the ball, but it's a bit panicked here for the Rebellion. Oh, that's a good backboard attempt, but thankfully Squishy there to collect. Squishy seamlessly into a dribble, but then flipped possession away. Towards net. Justin needs to hit it again. Justin needs some help. Two-piece off to the wall. Memory wrapping it around. And this truly is the Energizer, still going overtime. We're over a minute and a half into this one. Right now, the Rebellion having all the pressure, but a breakout from NRG. Down to the corner, there's a demo. Squishy battling. Justin will come off the backboard, rebound out. Justin will try to stay on the play. NRG is getting a bit desperate here, finally getting some breathing room, but it's hit right back in. However, it's to Squishy. Squishy trying to end it. Oh, the flip reset almost goes in. Rebound is blocked as well. I thought that was it once more, but the stops coming out from Shopify Rebellion.
And Squishy had a great play to set that all up. He hit it off the mid post, or off the mid wall, set himself up for a really nice shot. He could have done Aaron anything with it. Air dribble, flip reset. He goes to the low flip reset and almost catches the defenders off guard.
And then even on the rebound, I can't believe the Rebellion stopped it. So many chances for NRG. Now a double commit from NRG. A team bump in the air. That leaves Justin last back. Fortunately, NRG able to collect themselves. Good speed from Squishy, but he gets beat. Thought he was there to that ball first. That 50 will kick off to the side. Parth looking for two-piece. Two-piece to the corner. Two-piece getting another touch. Oh, no, he actually throws off his teammate. Justin, air dribble. It's stopped by Parth. Clear attempt out. Garrett going to keep this ball in play in the corner. It's a hard hit. Nicely dealt with by Squishy. Taking it up that back wall, beating the first defender in a pinch. We'll send it back. Memory trying to get around one, does so. Garrett getting demoed after touching it back to the corner. There's another demo. This time it was Justin. Parth, hard to the side. Right to Garrett. Garrett waiting for an opportunity, just seeing how the play develops. Now it's a hard hit. Garrett going up, Parth heading to the backboard, and that's stopped out by Justin. Justin with a bit of space. Justin trying to tap it high over Memory, but Memory got a piece of it. That pinch out. Garrett's already up. That shot will be wide.
Oh, it was a good setup from Justin, but the bump is so unfortunate there.
Squishy now moving in. Good reaction time from Garrett, who goes for the 50, back out to the middle. Justin off the sidewall. Doesn't get contact. This is now a tricky situation here. Flip reset, and thankfully didn't make contact. Garrett does get it off to the side, but still under pressure. NRG need to clear this out. Parth, drop down pass. The shot, that one hits off crossbar. NRG live to fight another day. Now the counter attack. That shot right up the gut. Rebound off the backboard. Two-piece will pop it high. Right to Justin. Justin off the ceiling. Flip reset. Justin denied on the goal line.
And that was such a good shot. But again, in this day and age, these kind of shots are so readable by the defense. Even though it looks so good, he gets the setup he wants. The defenders are going to do anything they can to save it. I mean, even a better shot there might have just been to fake it straight up, give it to your teammate, because everything is just being saved nowadays.
The reads on defense have been next level. It's going to take something creative to beat this Rebellion team. And you can see Justin trying to work around that sidewall. Now a chance for Justin. Justin lays off the ball. Garrett waiting to zoom in. Garrett back down, delayed challenge. Squishy will put it across the box. Garrett did get a bump on one. Justin trying to keep this ball in the half, but can't stop it. It's a race between Two-Piece and Justin. Two-Piece going for the double. And that is an excellent stop from Squishy, who launches it downfield, but Parth will be there to stop it. Excellent pressure there from Justin. It's caught by Memory. Memory up to Parth. Parth possessing. And now a pinch back. Memory right back up the gut. Justin will stop it. And it is back and forth right now. It's a high lob. Garrett, he sees two go, but that still almost worked for the Rebellion. And field pass right to Squishy, who gets the 50, sends it to the backboard, now in the corner. Garrett trying to work it. Off the ceiling, Justin, a hard angle, and it's blocked. I think that one was headed for the net.
Yeah, Justin had that nice roof angle. He could either hit it top left or go low with it to a pass. The defender read it out. Justin was going for the shot, and it was too tight of an angle to be saved any other way because the defender really only has to cover one spot in the net there.
I'll hover 50. It's a nice 50. Let's see Parth trying to get that ball out, and there's going to be the overtime winning goal after 7 minutes. A 50 that launches off the ceiling. Parth was so annoying there. Two-Piece getting the touch. And so a long overtime, and unfortunately, Rebellion are going to get it.
And that's such an unfortunate way to lose the game. Like, it's so triggering as a player to, you know, you go like a 7-minute overtime and then just a 50 that goes into the net because you just didn't take a better 50. It's so tilting as a player, but I mean, you could bounce back from it. They probably know that was an unfortunate way to end the game, and they could. I mean, that was winnable all day long for NRG.
Oh, no doubt about it. That was incredibly winnable. There were so many goal line saves, and you really are starting to get the sense now, Sizz, that NRG needs to add something. I mean, they're getting really hard shots. They are getting these opportunities to wind up and take the shot, but there just needs to be maybe some extra little layer. But
yeah.
You know, because the shots keep getting predicted. The people are pre-jumping they're predicting the shots, they're pre-jumping them, they're filling the lanes. But the chances are coming, so just a little bit more from NRG, you feel like they'll be able to break through.
To me, it looks like NRG shots are. Oh, it looks like they're resetting the match here. So I don't know, like NRG shots, like it's like these shots would work like 2 years ago. Every time,
yeah,
like they would be scored every single time. But nowadays, you need to be more creative. You need to throw in fakes. You need to throw in air dribble bumps. You need to do something different. It can't be.
And honestly, like what you said too, sometimes just miss. You can just miss the ball. You know, it's like you don't even touch it. Just let it bounce. I think you more than ever in today's game, you know, unpredictability is so important. So you know, in the past, I feel like you could be predictable, but if you were hitting those shots back then, you'd still score. You know, you almost think back to like Dignitas, how the way they played, it looked so obvious what they were going to do, but no one could stop it. But now defenses have caught up, and you have to not only, you know, you have to be able to do those plays, but you also need to be able to be unpredictable in ways that can get past these high-level defenses.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's too good nowadays. I mean, we were already saying this like a year ago. You know, the teams are just defenses are getting better, which means offenses have to get even better. Like, that's just the way it works. That's the way it works in a lot of sports, not just even Rocket League. Defense will always be better, and then better offense will beat better defense generally. So,
yep.
And especially
and
here,
that's really what forces the meta change, right? That's how the meta change. That's why we're seeing things like the pre-jump plays now, is because once defense catches up, then you have to go that next step. And so, you know, that's when we've started to see more of the, you know, the fakes in the air, the pre-jump plays. So yeah, we'll see, you know, if NRG can bring some of that out, because that last, I mean, still talking about it, that first series of the day, that pre-jump play from Justin to Squishy was just one that's going to stick with me forever. So hopefully NRG can bring more of that level of offense.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even just the pre. I'd love to see, like, it's not even just shots, right? I would love to see just general pressure being applied, whether it's just you take boosts instead of going for the shot. You fake the shot, you grab boost, you rotate back, you let a teammate come in. You don't have to force a shot or force a play every time. You have to wear the teams down little by little. And that's what I think NRG needs to do against this team. Shopify just came off a big win, 19 goals in a series. They're feeling comfortable, right? They're not, they're like chilling. NRG has more pressure on them technically because Shopify is out of the run. Like, they're not going to make goals. I don't think they even have enough points. So they're just playing the game. And if they're dropping 20 goals on another team and you're out here just doing simple shots that were saved 2 years ago, you need to adjust a little bit and bring out a little bit of an unorthodox plays. And I think NRG can step it up here and just completely bring the series back, no problem.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Sis. And it kind of reminds me of the play that apparently Jack did where he just he completely didn't hit the ball, let Squishy hit it off the sidewall, and then went for the demo. We need to see more of plays like that.
Yeah, and if he didn't get the demo, he probably would have grabbed the boost there anyway. So there's a lot of different plays you can make. You leave options open for yourself.
And Memory just goes for net. And that is enough to go in. So both games, Shopify Rebellion getting a quick goal.
Yeah, it seemed like a weird miscommunication there on NRG's part.
So NRG not making things easy on themselves. Memory around Squishy, but it's, this is an awkward ball on the goal line. Parth streaking back will get the corner boost. A flip back to the ball, flip reset. Well done by Parth, and it looks like also got a bump, but did miss the corner boost steal. That's actually huge for NRG.
It is, and NRG gets that boost too.
So that helps big time. Now Justin trying to put that boost to good use. The Parth. Another 50. We've been seeing so many plays from Parth where get the first touch to set up simply the 50. Now Justin going for the demo. Garrett trying to slow it down, and he did get the demo, but it was slowed down too much. The save came out from behind.
Yeah, that was a great play from NRG. Just a little too slow from Garrett. Justin had a fantastic bump to secure the open net, but the defender rushed back, didn't give Garrett a chance to slow it down, and immediately gets the save. And what a save from Justin there.
Close call, Garrett towards net, double commit, but I mean, it was actually just a pinch, perfectly executed. Justin up against Memory. Memory, the last one back. This is a rebound, and Garrett will power it through. Honestly, Sis, I was worried there that it was going to pinch off the crossbar.
I didn't think he was going to reach it, James, honestly. It looked like he was too far. Memory mistouches it. Garrett barely. I mean, that's harder than it looks. Like, you have to react pretty fast to get to that.
Because if that were me, I would have missed the ball and it would have just bounced off the ground and back above the crossbar.
Yeah, and it's not only that. You don't expect another professional player to miss off like that on the back wall. Yes! It's a hard read, but that's great. We love kickoff goals, James. We take those as much as we can.
We normally were the ones getting scored on with kickoff goals.
Love that. Good touch from Squishy. Places it high. Garrett just powers through. Doesn't even care about plays. I'm shooting this at you and I'm 50ing this in.
Massive response here, and I really truly feel like NRG needs to keep piling it on. This year, the one-goal games in the last second comebacks have been really tough to stomach. So, and that's a great save from Justin. Justin looking for Garrett in the middle, but Memory is able to shut that play down. Two-piece back on the ball. And that's a nice shot. Now what save, Memory, and he's blocked by Garrett. I cannot believe that was kept out, but I am thankful it was.
Oh, what
and
a read
big
from
read from Squishy. Well, this is going to be difficult. Memory recognizing the lane was blocked. Now Two-piece going for the double. No, goes for the infield pass.
Yeah, no one there.
But Parth did not want to commit. Squishy, wide rotation back to the middle. Garrett, that one barred down and out. Captain America denied. That one was almost pixel perfect. That
was a beautiful play too. Squishy had a dime over to Garrett, and Garrett just had to place it, but places it a little too high, just hits the crossbar. It doesn't get the right bounce. It goes out instead of in. So super unlucky there. He's really going to want that shot back.
Well, that bounces up and high. Squishy was ready for it to bounce a little bit lower. Justin will take it back to the middle of the field. Memory off the ceiling. That one will be cleared off the back ball from Garrett. Two-piece. That player you were talking about that people were looking at, almost making a solo play, but two go. Numbers advantage for NRG. Justin going for the bump. Parth will dodge the bump and gets the save, but Justin does get a demo on memory. NRG still have the pressure. They still have the advantage for now, but that is a long clear out. Justin hitting it to the corner, that open space, and gets a backboard hit. Memory to two-piece towards net, but that'll be an easy save for Garrett. Doesn't land cleanly on the backboard, however. Will get the corner boost. Garrett preventing the infield pass. Two-piece bumped off the wall. Squishy getting dunked on by Memory. Under a minute left to go. NRG need to hold on, but the pressure from Rebellion is mounting. Finally a clear out. Justin to the corner. Really difficult read, but almost did it. And that would have been a Justin level read. That was ridiculous off the corner. Good shutdown from Garrett. Gets a light tap. Messed up two pieces hit right to Justin. Garrett infield. No, Garrett.
What a play.
Showing the infield pass, but going for the shot instead.
Yeah, that's a great mix-up. That's the kind of stuff we like to see. Instead of looking for the obvious pass, he keeps it slow, takes the 50, and worst comes to worst, you get possession again, and you just go back into another offensive play. Or you just they're low on boost off defending, and now you're back on defense with full boost, and you can just clear it back. So most of the time, it results in a good thing, even if you're not going to score. So either way, it's fine for Garrett.
And there we go, NRG getting the win, and that is exactly what we had talked about since that last play from Garrett. Garrett was trying to be unpredictable, and it almost paid off, and it did help burn those seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that's huge too. I mean, they're running out of time. They know they have a 1-goal lead. Garrett says, I'm not going to pass this out because if they clear it, they'll just score. So worst comes to worst, I keep it low. We get a 50. We move on to the next match.
Now, that was a lovely game from NRG. Easily could have put in a few more goals. There was the one shot from Garrett that he hammered off the crossbar off a fantastic pass from Squishy. So, this NRG team showing you what they're made of and a big answer to the Shopify Rebellion. I mean, they had won 4 games straight up to that point. So they needed to shut them down, and they did so. NRG having a lot of possession. I think, they've been really testing Shopify Rebellion's defense, and I think that game, Sizz, is going to give you a lot of faith that NRG has the offensive firepower to take down Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, no, I definitely believe in NRG here. I like the mix-ups. I like Garrett thinking outside the box. I want to see more of that. I love the physicality, too. They were going for some air dribble bumps. More of that is great. Just keep mixing it up. I love to see stuff like that with Rocket League players as they continue to adjust throughout the series.
See if they do, and there's a shot from Garrett. It's awkward. You can see multiple people going, and there's the goal. Justin and Squishy in a foot race to get there.
And Justin and Squishy both competing for the points. One of them wants it. Justin says, Squishy, this is mine. Takes the points away from his teammate. At least he gives Garrett the assist, too.
Yeah, and you feel a little bit bad for two-piece who had no boost and just was falling onto the ball. He couldn't really do much. But now a kickoff.
Oh, what a flick. Oh, my. Yeah, that's a beautiful flick.
I hate that, though.
It's a terrible scenario. Justin can't get the bump. It's a one-on-one, and, this is a picture-perfect flick. That's like, you can't get any better than that.
All right, well, it's not the prettiest of games so far. A decently ugly first goal for NRG, then a kickoff goal for Rebellion. So we're right back where we started. We'll see how NRG respond. Parth,
pre-jump.
My first touch. Justin was already up. Two-piece, double tap off the ceiling, but no help from teammates. There's a demo. Garrett taking down Parth. Justin going up again, but you see two-piece actually bumping Justin off the ball. Squishy off the ceiling, going for a low 50, but gets beat by Memory. This is going to be tough for NRG. There's a demo, and the shot is good thanks to the demo. Memory taking out Garrett.
And NRG, Squishy did something I think NRG have a really bad habit of doing. I mean, yes, full boost. He has time to stall for his teammates. He hits it up to the ceiling and just gives the ball back to Rebellion to make a play. All he really has to do is just stay in front of the ball and stall and take a 50. You don't need to hit it away. NRG, that comes to thinking outside the box. That's something Gen.G would do properly, right? They would keep it slow. They would not give up possession. They wouldn't leave their teammates in a bad spot with low boost. They would think about all this, right, before they make the touch.
Garrett, can he hit this double? Yeah, probably could have, but two-piece was there to shut it down. And also on that last play too, not only the demo on Garrett. Oh, hold on. Yes! Oh my, Squishy! You could not fit a credit card between the ball and the post there.
And that
was a perfect shot.
Perfect shot. I mean, he has to go quick there. He doesn't have time. He has to go instantly. He recognizes that. Justin gets the beat. He turns quickly. No hesitation. Shoots it bottom left corner and gets the goal. It's a beautiful shot.
Excellent play from Squishy. And I think, that is a much needed play. You had mentioned that not able to stay behind the ball in that one play might have led to that goal, or at least led to the chance. And Squishy was able to get one back there off a great play. Now Justin controlling it. Quick cut on the dribble. There's a demo. Justin still cutting up the defense. Going for the double. Up is Garrett.
Oh,
and
so
that's a deny
though,
from two-piece. Garrett had pre-jumped that off the backboard hit.
Oh, no. Oh, man. It was such a beautiful play, James. It looked so good for NRG, and then it just turned. I don't know what happened. I don't know how no one's back here, but Justin just slices through the defense. He sets up his team. They get the shot off. It's saved, which is fine, but they have the pressure, and then they just lose it just like that. I'm not sure what happened. We didn't see the backside. Maybe someone got bumped. Maybe someone was just out of position, but super unlucky there. It looked so good from the start. Oh my goodness.
Gosh. This is like. I remember an a lot goal like this.
Sometimes you just gotta say nice shot and move on. That's crazy.
That was a nice shot. Still time left in the game to come back though. NRG have not even hit the halfway point of the game. Garrett trying to muscle it through. Hit off to the side, and that pinch is going to go in the net.
Man.
This game is going from bad to worse for NRG.
Just in the span of 30 seconds, I would consider both this one and the one before the last one just pretty unlucky. It wasn't definitely did not plan for any of that to happen. Didn't seem like they were going to get scored on out of nowhere. Just goals happened. The last one was just a beautiful shot, but sometimes it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, that one unlucky. This game still within reach. It's just going to require a goal pretty quickly here. And there's a big save. Justin with a chance to score on the counter. Launch it towards the backboard. Big boom of a clear. Squishy going for a psycho touch. There's a demo at the midfield. That's a wide open net, I believe. And Squishy can't get back in time. And this game now out of reach.
Yeah, so far, you probably look to the next game, and seems like it might not have been in, actually.
Post and out.
Yeah,
that one, it looked like it would have gone post out.
Yeah, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and it might just be one of those games for NRG. So if this is where sometimes you just look to the next game, you start talking about your issues, you start thinking about what's wrong, what we can fix, and if you come back, you come back. If you don't, then at least you're ready for the next game.
And this is coming down to the wire. This is an elimination match. Whoever loses this is out. NRG fighting to make that Saturday.
And again, like we said earlier, even if we don't, every single match matters. It's about the points for NRG. That was a great shot.
And Squishy keeping some hope alive for NRG. Garrett launching it at the defense, and then Squishy booming it from the wall.
Banger, actually.
That was at 71 miles an hour.
It looked like a pinch, but it was just a straight shot, just booming it.
We'll need to see another quick goal. Blue steal from Parth. Parth has been pesky. So annoying with the 50s. And hey, there's a good challenge. NRG launching it towards net again, and hold on a moment.
James? We got a game on our hands,
Justin
James.
bringing it back.
And now it's only a 2-goal game, and with 1:30 left, that's way more than doable. Once the other team starts to get nervous, the more you creep back in, they start thinking in their head, are we about to throw a 4-0 lead? There's no way, right? So now, and a good kickoff here. Flip reset. Oh, I don't think he got it.
Garrett, low 50. Squishy snags that corner boost. That's important. Squishy going for low 50. Now with the rebound out. Parth getting demoed
a
from
great
the corner.
demo.
Don't know if he got that corner boost. Two-piece awkward. He's on 0 boost as well, waiting for a boost that was just taken. 0 boost. Two-piece getting demoed. And now great control play from Justin, who fakes that one.
Man.
That one going
James,
in. Justin,
it's happening,
with the
James.
mind games.
And it's a beautiful, absolute beauty. The slowdown, the demos, the teamwork, it's beautiful. This is what NRG has been needing to do since the start. They're slowing the ball. They're being proactive with their plays. They're getting the bumps. Justin isn't giving the ball away. When he gets the ball, he keeps it low. He takes the 50, and then he fakes the defender, and it's a free net for him.
Necessity is the mother of invention. And NRG needed those goals. Justin did not disappoint. Garrett, hard bounce. Makes it awkward for Parth. Two-piece will help out. But it's sent across to the other corner. Final 30 seconds. Parth, awkward touch. Gives it up. Squishy going for the backboard pass. And the shot from Justin going to be denied. Now Garrett needs to move in. Garrett blocked by Memory, but it's right to Squishy. Squishy, big boom upfield. Already airborne was Justin. Rebound out and tie off the backboard. Justin, he was trying to get this ball back to the middle. Still a chance. Squishy, a lob. And that's going to do it for game 3. NRG almost come back. Justin had pre-jumped that pass and almost put that on target. NRG was roaring back. If that kickoff goal, if they never gave up that kickoff goal, man, it would have been a much, much different game. NRG, though, showing so much heart to come back and even get that close.
Yeah, that was really close. I mean, NRG to come back down 4 is huge. Now, I mean, even if you're just to come back to be a 1-goal game after being down 4, that's good for the mental going into the next one. You know you could do that now. So, I mean, NRG, they should still feel confident. They honestly could have won there. I would love to see actually the perspective of the most recent Justin shot you had where he almost scored there at the end. So It looked like he actually could have slotted it. He shot it a little too high, and he hit another pre-jump before that. So many shots could have gone in for NRG. They looked good toward the end of it. They started picking up the pace. They started making unorthodox touches, and it resulted in a nice comeback.
You're 100% right. I mean, it was most notably that Justin play where he wasn't trying to force the ball. He let the play develop, slowed it down, just let the players jump right by him, bringing that level of creativity. And really, NRG, I think even though they lost that game, you know that they're hungry. And they almost, I mean, to claw back from a 4-goal deficit, it might have even been more, but to do that and almost win, that was crazy. So I think NRG is going to feel really good, even though they took that L there. But now, things are dire. Cannot afford any more game losses. This is it. If NRG lose another game, they are out. Squishy trying to control it. Garrett will wind up. Lets it rip. There's the shot. Redirect. Justin now will take another shot. That one's saved by Parth.
And that's beautiful. I mean, you know, you get the playoff. Who cares if you don't score? That's great pressure applied. You got their corner boosts. You made one in net use boost, and now you can go back onto the offense.
Justin didn't have enough boost to get another touch. Garrett trying to double. Garrett will have to get out. Nice 50 from Justin. Justin gets another touch. Gets demoed, but that little touch enough to make sure no counterattack came through. And now a chance. Garrett laying off the 50. Another smart play from Garrett. Garrett now trying to win that around in the corner. Justin will collect, but Two-Piece jumps on it. Two-Piece out of boost, though. Two-Piece still doing work despite he had no boost in the tank. Now hit backwards. Two-Piece, another launch. You see Justin has the half flip back, but will boom it straight up the gut. Memory over to the corner. Teammate waiting. Parth off the ceiling and down. This one hard to the corner. This ball is getting blasted all around. Now a shot, and that's going to be saved. Big clear opportunity for Justin, who launches it down to the Shopify corner. Squishy, the 50. Back to the middle. Garrett perhaps looking for someone there, but no one was there. Justin getting a touch. Two-Piece retaining possession. in field. Off the backboard, needs to get a tip. This is bad, but thankfully, Memory plays it off to the side. Barth off the ceiling, and down hard. Two-piece off the ceiling, the double, and that's denied by Garrett. Uh-oh, there's a bump in net. Justin got bumped off the goal line. He's getting a bit scrappy. Panic touch here from Squishy. This is going to leave Justin in an awkward situation. Flip reset from two-piece, and that play is cleared out. And another challenge from Justin. You see Memory getting bumped, but now two-piece going for a double. But Garrett will not let that bounce cleanly off the backboard.
Yeah, and I would love to see NRG maybe slow it down a little bit on defense. They're trying to force it out of here because they really want to get back onto the offense, but they're trying to rush it a little too much, and that's exactly what's going to happen when you're just force clearing it every time with all your boosts. They're going to eventually get a counter. You got to slow it down and control the pace out of defense, whether you're looking for a teammate to pass to or whether you're just trying to take a 50. You got to find another way out.
So we are past the halfway point of Game 4. NRG trailing. No more lives left here in the Spring Open. There's a hard pinch. Justin, the 1v1 situation, going for the flick, and that'll be saved by Memory. Squishy going for a bump. Memory fights through it. Now Parth takes the space. Gets it around one. There's another 50. Justin, nice tip. Now Garrett with control will opt to keep possession and steal the corner boost. Now pinch off the ceiling. Will it find its way down? It does, but it's cleared off the goal line. Squishy, zero boost. That's all he can do. Gives up possession. And now Memory on the dribble. The flick pass. Good stop from Garrett. Squishy racing back and can't get back in time.
I really didn't like the force clear from Squishy on offense. He had time there. His teammates needed to get boost. I thought he would stall a little bit instead of hitting it out onto the ceiling. But he clears it forward, and then instantly again another counter from Rebellion. When you give up possession like this at this level, they're gonna make you punish without. If you're it's more so giving up possession without being able to cover for it is a better way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, because Memory was able to get control of that ball with all of his teammates on his flanks and had boosts to lead the attack, so it's going to be tough. Now, 2 goals NRG will have to get in about a minute. Squishy off the corner. Nice chain dash going for the bump. Squishy can't turn around. There's a nice pinch off the ceiling, but it's right to Parth. Garrett running low. Air dribble, 50 out to Memory. Memory, high pop off the ceiling. Less than a minute left to go. NRG will be eliminated if they do not tie things up and somehow win this game. To the corner, Garrett won't make contact. Justin getting 50 by Parth. Tipped back to the corner. Justin trying to get it to Garrett. Garrett!
What a play!
Wow! Garrett with
man.
the backflip shot.
Garrett sees that his defender's in a cover, so he changes his shot into a musty, goes backwards, and what a beautiful touch from Garrett. I mean, that's so hard to pull off the fly like that. Like the defender.
He needed to slow down the shot.
He had to.
He needed. And it was so beautiful the way he did it. It completely caught Memory out. Now a chance. Squishy trying to find Garrett, but it's denied. Final 20 seconds. Justin dunked out. Can NRG tie this up? It's to Squishy. Squishy. Oh. You saw Justin was trying to redirect it on the goal line. There's a pinch right out to Garrett, who has no boost. That's all he could do was get the touch there. Ball has to be kept up. And that is going to do it. Shopify Rebellion take down NRG in Game 4. NRG came within 1 goal in these last 2 games, but just could not find that equalizer.
And I thought Justin was going to pull out some magic right there at the end and somehow turn that into a goal. Whether he did it himself or maybe he passes it back to his teammate, because, you know, it's Justin. You never know. Time's running out on the clock. He's one of the most icy players in history. I thought he would pull something crazy out, but Shopify comes out with a dub. And NRG, all 1-goal games, Shane. All 1-goal games. 3-2, 6-5, 2-1. NRG so close, yet so far.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. And, you know, the silver lining, I think, today is the fact that, you know, Dignitas really is the team that has a target on their back, and Space Station is the other team. They're going deep. So right now, it seems like Dignitas, the strategy forward for NRG is steal that 7th spot, hope that NA gets 7 teams going to the World Championship. And there was a gap made up today. So 2 points cut off the lead from Dignitas. So that is progress. Although I really feel like that series was winnable, Sizz, and it felt like a must win. So it really hurts to let that one get away.
Yeah, I mean, NRG need as much points as they can get, and I mean that this series, like, even if this is only a 2 point now, basically we got over Dig in this tournament. So we wanted more. We only get 2 more points over Dig now, not as much as we hoped. So I mean, we closed the gap barely. Next tournament needs to be better for NRG. We need to have a huge step up in the next tournament.
But I still, as disappointing as it was today, the fact that the gap didn't grow is huge. And
yes, you're right.
It's going to be, it could have been even more. It could have been the lead cut in half. But this really does feel like now, Sizz, with the way things are shaping up, NRG is going to have to make a really deep run in one of these events. They're going to have to make a deep run. There was a chance here to scrounge a few more points and maybe try to grind it out, but I'm not sure how often you can expect Dignitas to implode and go out last place. So this is going to be a battle. But the good news is that NRG made progress today. They're still in it. There's still some hope for the World Championship, which a lot of teams cannot say. There is still hope, Sizz.
And on the other side of the bracket, James, there were some interesting outcomes. There was FaZe getting swept and V1 getting swept. Two of the best
V1?
teams getting swept by G2 and Furia. Pretty insane results, nonetheless, for this tournament.
Well, I just think that goes to show you. It just goes to show you how unforgiving this double elimination format is. It's so unreal.
It's hard. It's really hard for the players.
Well,
each match means more, though. I will say that. It makes each match have a lot more value, which I think is more fun for the viewers.
Oh, for sure. And I think, this is what NRG needs, is to be put in these high pressure situations so that they can finally, figure out what it takes to win when all this pressure is on. So, it's been a wild day, Sizz. This was, I think, still a fun day. Getting, and NRG taking down Dignitas in that head-to-head matchup, sending Dignitas down there to Furia was a big win. Couldn't get the win against Gen.G. And I mean, this series, I think Shopify, they showed why they are not to be taken lightly. I think Parth played really well today with all his challenges, and then also NRG getting some valuable info on what they need to do to adjust. I think we saw some good improvements today, but like you said, Sizz, I think just defensively, always being able to recognize when you've got that space, cannot give up the ball when you've got that space, especially nowadays with how good offenses are. You cannot be in a 2v3 where the other team has possession and all the space.
Yeah, spot on.
So that's going to do it for us here on NRG Mission Control, powered by Energizer. Thank you, everybody from the NRG fam who was out there watching today. It's been a tough run, but we still have hope that NRG can make it, and I believe that they can do it. We are going to close up shop for now, but we have 2 more events this split that we're going to be at, so make sure you tune in and watch on those days. But on behalf of everybody here at NRG Mission Control, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Bye.